All right, boys, welcome to my Everything Ocean and Boats Guide for Black Desert Online. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. Welcome to my Everything Ocean and Boats Guide for Black Desert. I will show you my qualifications for this guide. I have 2 Carracks. I have full +10 blue gear on those Carracks. I have gone for full sea crystals. So I have basically blue sea crystals on my boat. So I've done Lekrashan any number of times. Yep, first take, absolutely. The first thing I'm going to show you how to do to get involved on the ocean is I'm going to show you how to get a Bartali boat. You just run straight here. We're at Velia right now, right? We're like right up here at Velia. Okay, you're just going to run in here. You can talk to this guy. I'm pretty sure he's got it here. Yeah, it's 10 million silver. So you can choose to go the Bartali route, or you can just buy your boat straight up. Okay. One important thing to note. Hold on, where's my everything? I have my outline here. But like, this is how, if you just wanted to get out there and you wanted to just sail on the ocean with a repairable boat, this is your boat right here. Okay, like, it is the Bartali boat is a hobo boat. Okay, you're like Tom Hanks in the ocean with Wilson or Winston with this thing, but like, it is a good start to the boats. One thing to note with this, hold on, let me get this going. There we go. All right. So boats in Black Desert all build off of each other, okay? So before you do anything with your boats in Black Desert Online, you have got to decide what your end game boat looks like, okay? What do you want to do on the ocean, okay? Do you want to barter all the time? Do you want the king shit, like trade good boat, right? So you can just make the maximum amount of money as efficiently as possible? Or do you want to PvE? Do you want to kill crocodiles and Lekrashan and kill sea monsters all the time? Okay, that's a decision to make. Do you want to PvP all the time, right? Do you want to zoom really fast on a boat, like at the fast, you just want to have the fastest boat on the water? Or do you want to make a mistake? We're gonna go through this. Okay, so everything starts with the Bartali boat. From the Bartali boat, you can build multiple other boats. Okay, so you could go one of 2 ways from the Bartali boat, and this is where you have to make your first decision. Okay, I want to find the one piece. Not sure what that means. Okay, so you can either build the Epheria Sailboat, or you can build the Epheria Frigate. Okay, there are 2 different ways to go. Okay, this left side path, this is for trading and bartering. If you really want to make a bartering, I'm doing ocean content. I already made a mistake. I respect it, fishies. I respect that hustle. But this is like the trade boat side. Epheria Sailboat's going to have more weight. You're going to be able to barter faster. You're going to be able to make more money with that boat. Okay, more money more quickly. Make more money more quickly. More money, less problems. That's what they always say. The Epheria Frigate is the combat route. So if you like to do like PvE or PvP, this is your route. Okay, so you want to build the frigate instead. Okay, to be clear, you can buy all of these off the marketplace. Okay, so if I want to type in sailboat right here, the Epheria Sailboat is right here. You can just buy this. And to be honest with you, I recommend doing this. If you're going to go the Epheria Sailboat route, and I highly recommend that you do, and I will get to why in a moment, I recommend just buying this off the market. Okay, I recommend just buying this off the market. You will get it. The orders fill all the time. Yeah, you do have to put an order down, but you'll have it within a couple days, probably, tops. This one's a little tougher. Okay, you notice it's a little more expensive, but they're readily available. The frigate is over here. Okay, now you don't have to buy these right off the market. You can turn your Bartali boat into these boats through reasonable means. Okay, so in order to turn your Bartali boat into an Epheria Sailboat, you need the following. You need standardized timber. This is something you get from logs. Okay, this is like logs. Whoops. Oh, I didn't mean it. No, now I want to. No, let me go back to that. All right, well now. All right, no, screw it. Don't worry, but the parenthesis, shut up. It's fine. It's fine. This is a professional guide. You need 800 standardized timber squares. Okay, 800 standardized timber squares. The next thing you need is 600 steel. That's a joke. You can just buy that off the market. Okay, the standardized timber is going to be tough. You're gonna have to go gather that yourself. Okay, so you're gonna have to do some gathering. All right, 600 steel is a joke. You just buy that off the marketplace. No big deal. You don't even have to worry about that. Pine plywood 1500. again, you can just buy that off the market. No big deal. Okay. It had a stroke. Oh, shut up. Yeah, it's drooping. I get it now. It's a joke. You also need 300 flax fabric. Okay. And I believe in 100 hard pillars. Okay. This is going to require you... You could technically buy hard pillars off the market. It's just going to take you a while. Okay. Because nobody really makes these are actually not very difficult to make, but nobody really sells these crazy often, if I'm being honest. So like, these are plywood hardener and logs. So again, you need more logs and then some plywood hardener. Yeah. Okay. These boats are one and done, or do they go bad after a while? You can repair these boats. All of these boats that I am talking about here can be repaired. The only boats that you cannot repair are the fishing boat and the Epheria cog also cannot be repaired. All of these absolutely can be repaired. Plywood hardener is the bottleneck. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Okay, Anfield with that big raid. Shout out my boy Anfield. Anfield, how you doing? Everybody coming over from Anfield. Hey, girl. How you guys doing? I hope you guys had a great stream. If you guys don't know Anfield, that is the best EU ranger in the game, hands down, and he's an absolute specimen. He's so entertaining and fun to talk to. Go give him the follow. Everyone needs to turn that purple little square up there, and you need to turn it green for me. Turn it green for me. I was doing a goblin stream. That's what a coincidence. All of my streams are goblin streams. I'm just a walking gremlin. Some call me ass gremlin. You know what I mean? Okay, we're actually doing an everything ocean and boats guide right now. I know some people don't like that, but I am covering everything that you need to do for ocean and boat stuff. Okay, because we got through our siege pretty quickly. Because Digi threw and griefed the shit out of me. Blue goblin strong. Blue ass goblin squadron. That's right. Hashtag ass goblins. All right, so the Epheria Frigate is definitely more difficult to make. You'll notice that on the marketplace, it was 3 billion silver. Okay, versus the Epheria Sailboat, which was like 500 mil. All right, you're like, okay, well, wait, why the big difference? Well, one, if you're going to go the combat route for boats, it's going to be much, much harder. Just overall, you're going to have to do more dailies. You're going to have to do more bartering. You're going to have to do more to spend more money. You're going to have to do more everything. And also, you're going to make money more slowly. Okay, so the combat Carracks are very difficult to make if they're your very first Carrack. Imagine bartering. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. You might not be wrong, but you shut it right now. Okay. What else do you need for this? Sailboat. Okay. All right. So this is, you'll notice there were 800 standardized timber squares required for the sailboat. You need 1,000 for the frigate. Okay. So you're off to a bad start. You're off to a bad start. Okay. You need jade coral instead of steel. You need jade coral ingots, and this is the Ass Blaster 9000. Okay, those suck. Those suck. Honestly, if you love getting Baja blasted in like the super fun way, yeah, sure, okay. Like jade coral ingots are really difficult to make. They're also like technically you can buy them on the market most of the time, but they are expensive. Okay, yeah, so you can buy these on the market. They are. I move this down here. Okay. It's not letting me. It's okay. But it requires prairie green coral, golden sun coral, breezy white coral, twilight coral, or coral of daybreak. So the really high level coral, plus titanium shards, like melted titanium. Okay. Really expensive. Really difficult to get, but like you can make them yourself, and I recommend it because like buying them is going to cost a decent amount of fucking money. If you wanted to buy all 600 that you or 800 that you need, it's going to be 43 million times
Silent Echo Hours just resubscribed for 2 months. Wow.
16, right? Yeah. So it's 43 million.
Mrin _ just resubscribed
688 mil if you want to buy them yourself. That's up to you though, but it increases the cost of the boat pretty tremendously there. Silent Echo Oz, thanks for that resub for 2 months, buddy. And M Rain, welcome back for 4 months. Both of you, welcome back to the squadron. Thank you so much for supporting me. I really appreciate that. Okay, so you can buy these, but it kind of sucks. Okay, it kind of sucks. All right, next thing that we need is pine coated plywood times 1,000. What the f is that, right? 1,000 pine coated plywood. Okay, that again, that stuff sucks. That shit blows. Okay. This requires you to use pine plywood and coconuts. This is why coconuts are so valuable on the market. Typically, it's because people need them for their boats. You need a shitload of coconuts. Okay? Coconuts make us go nuts. All right? But, like, if you were going to buy these on the market, what, you need 1,000 of these? And they cost how much? 60K? You can see why this boat costs way more. Okay? 60 mil. Okay, well, never mind. Fuck, just buy that. Don't even, never mind. Bro, Matt's hard. Yeah, just buy those. No one cares. That's fine. You need 300 flax fabric. Nobody cares about that. You just buy that too. No big deal. Okay. And then, thank you for feeding our starved teacher. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And then you need 100 hard pillars. Okay, just like the other boat. Okay. Now, if you're gonna go the frigate route, I don't necessarily recommend that you buy this. Okay, like you could technically make it reasonably quickly. Your Bartali boat literally turns into the next boat. So if I buy a Bartali boat right now, I'm gonna do it just for science so that you guys can see. Okay. Okay, so if I buy a Bartali boat, okay, sweet, there it is. You would run to the wharf manager. You redeem this thing. Oh, you have a ship to license here. Awesome. Register. You click register ship down here in this left thing here. You can't really see it. There's this button right here. Okay. Okay, then you have to put in a name. Okay, there's your boat. All right. When you want to upgrade it, you click upgrade ship. You just click on it, you click upgrade ship, and then it's right here. It upgrades inside the wharf. And here's all the things, like I said, that I listed out that you need. You need the hard pillar, flax fabric, pine plywood, steel, and standardized timber square. This is the sailboat. If you click this over arrow, okay, now you can turn it into the frigate. And here's all your stuff here. Okay, so this is how you do this. All right. Now, you're like, oh, well, that actually doesn't sound so bad. Actually, it is kind of just that bad because you also need these plus 10 green gear, which I am going to I'm going to show you where to buy that. You can also build these boats from base. You do not have to upgrade the Bartali boat, but I don't recommend doing this. You can click on Port Epheria, and there is a boat workshop in here. One of these here. First try. Okay, it's right here. All right, you need all of the shipyard, okay? You need a level 3 shipyard. You buy it from Port Epheria 352F. Okay. You would be able to... You can literally just craft the Epheria Sailboat from nothing. You don't even need a Bartali boat. You can also do the same thing for the Epheria Frigate. The problem with this is it's going to require about 20 or 30 workers to work around the clock. So you have to buy a bunch of workers in Port Epheria, and you have to feed them the whole time they're working, and they have to do all these individual tasks. But you'll notice it is basically the same amount of stuff. It is basically the same amount of stuff. Okay, apparently the frigate is 450 enhanced flax fabric. So instead of flax fabric 300, it's enhanced flax fabric 450, which you can just buy off the market anyway. It doesn't really matter. So I don't recommend just doing this in Port Epheria. This is the super old way of doing it. This is the way the only way that we had to do it back in the day. Don't do this. Just don't do this. You either upgrade it from the Bartali boat or buy it straight off the marketplace. It is your choice. The benefit of buying it straight off the marketplace is it's done. You don't have to worry about doing it. You can just immediately start sailing today. You're done, right? Why? Back. Okay. All right. This is your man, Philaberto Falasi. This is your guy. He's at the very top of Port Epheria. This is where you go for your boat shit. When you don't know where to get something, this guy always has it. He's like Walmart. Okay. All right. So you need, in order to upgrade your boat every time, you need to upgrade the green gear on your boat to plus 10. So you would buy the Bartali figurehead, the cannon, the Bartali old plating, and the Bartali old sail. All of these have to be enhanced to plus 10. That's not a man. Yes, it is. That's not his leg. You know it. Okay, so you would put it in here. Okay, and it only requires black stones. You don't really have to worry about it. You can just bam. All right, so you just bam, 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 bam. Look at that. Oh my God, all the way to plus 10. Oh, you need 9. Okay, so it's more Blackstones every time. But you get this all the way to plus 10. Piece of cake, okay? You have to do that for all 4 pieces. All 4 pieces. I know that's a pain in the ass. No, it's really easy. It loses durability. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's losing durability, so you do have to gas it back up. All you do is you just buy more of it. Do not use memory fragments on this stuff. Just buy more Old Moon figureheads and just slam them together, okay? Just repair them with themselves. It's really cheap. You really don't have to go... You don't have to worry about it too much, okay? Yeah, gas with the same shit. Very good. Okay, so that's how you build the Epheria Frigate or the Epheria Sailboat. Again, if you're going to go the sailboat route, I do recommend just buy it on the marketplace and send it. Or you can just buy a Bartali boat and try to gather all the logs. If you're okay with that and you love making stuff yourself, that's not a bad idea, okay? Let's go here. All right, now we're going to go down from the Epheria Sailboat. There is an in-between boat, okay, that no one builds anymore, but when it first came out, it's called the Improved Epheria Sailboat and the Improved Epheria Frigate. When you guys get these boats initially, the sailboat and the frigate, you have to manually fire the cannons, meaning you can't shoot the cannons from the wheel. You have to actually get off the cannon. You have to get off the boat to shoot the cannon. Okay? It sucks. You skip that one. I know, but I'm explaining it. It's in Everything Ocean and Boats Guide. Okay? In fact, I will demonstrate. Okay, so here we go. Stuck the landing. Nobody saw it. All right. One important thing about boats. If you land off your boat or you're in the water near your boat, you can just reach up and click the boat icon and it puts you on the wheel. You don't have to climb anything. This is your boat. Okay? All right. Now, you'll notice that if I'm on the wheel, I can't fire those cannons. It sucks. It sucks. You have to come down here. You have to physically load the cannon. You have to load the cannon. So you have to put cannonballs on your boat, which sucks. Okay. Then you have to put the boat in position, come down here. You have to fire the cannon manually or have someone extra on your boat that will shoot the cannon for you. It's really, really cumbersome. Now, if you get the Improved Epheria Sailboat and the Improved Epheria Frigate, those cannons become fireable from the wheel. I will demonstrate. Again, I'm just going to hit this little icon. It's going to put me on the wheel. Okay. This is my Carrack. Again, my credentials are right here. I have the skins, so you know I know what I'm talking about. I have full plus 10 blue gear with a Zalusha crystal that is for speed. I feel the need for speed. Okay. This is as good as it gets in terms of like overall bartering efficiency. But you'll notice that the cannons are actually down here. Okay, on the side of the boat. I can't actually... Okay. There. There are the cannons. Okay, I can fire them from the wheel. Okay, now I'm on a sub 50, which we will get to in a moment. I'm on a sub 50, so I can't actually shoot the cannons, but if I wanted to, they would fire. Okay? But just so you know, the Improved Epheria Sailboat gives you the ability to fire from the wheel, which sounds great, but I'm going to be honest with you, completely unnecessary. Don't do it. This is really not a good idea. I'm just explaining it because it's going to give it to you as an option. Don't do this. Okay? You want to go straight away. You want to go straight. No, rush the train. Caraval. Epheria. I think it's the Epheria Caraval. Might just be the Caraval. Okay? And then the other one, you can just go straight to the Galleass. Straight to the Epheria Galleass. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell Galleass. Okay? Now, to be clear, again, you can just go straight to this boat. You can go straight to this boat. You don't have to do the improved one. You do not have to do the improved one. Okay? And that's what I recommend that you do. Now you have to make your decision. Okay? What are we going to make? The Galleass builds into 2 things. Okay? These are your Carracks. These are your big boy boats. This is the best shit. Okay? So you have a Valor. The Epheria, or the Valor Carrack is the best in PvE. It has cannon reload time. It's like way lower than the other Carracks. Now, it's only 1 second initially, but once you get the blue cannon on there too, it's like 3 seconds faster than the other. It's crazy. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it makes your PvE, you're just pounding booties in PvE, okay? It's really good. In PvP, it's also still really good, but it's just not the fastest boat. The fastest boat is the Volante. Whoop. Let's move out. Let's move that a little bit to the left so it's all the way on the stream. Okay. Yo, thanks for the follow. Yunke 0709, Krasky 12K, Inalan, and Lord Shask. Hey, girl. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so the Volante is the fastest boat on the water. Okay, absolutely the fastest boat on the water. It's also the best boat for PvP in the game, pretty much hands down. It has a reasonable cannon reload time. It gets like 1 second off, but it's nothing like the Valor, which is like 3 seconds. Okay. The next one is the Advance. This is the best bartering boat in the game. That is also the bartering boat that you just saw me on. This is the boat that I recommend for everyone when you're starting out on the ocean. The Advance is one of the easiest boats to make, hands down. It requires less dailies. It's cheaper overall, and it's the best bartering boat in the game, which means you will barter faster. Meaning, if you just want to make a second Carrack and make a PvP Carrack, you can do that faster with the Epheria Advance, or with the Advance. Okay, and then of course we have the special education Carrack, roughly half the size of the other Carracks that the other kids were riding to school. But the balance is supposed to be like kind of in between. It doesn't have as much weight as the Advance does, so you're not going to be able to barter as much. It has very low inventory slots compared to the Advance as well, so it's kind of crap for bartering. It's also not particularly fast. It's slower than both the Valor and the Volante, but slightly faster than the Advance. Its cannon reload speed is pretty dog, and it's not a particularly fast boat, but it is faster than the Advance. So you can see that people really don't make balances. People make mistakes. Okay, do not build a balance. It is really bad. It is really bad. People are going to make fun of you if you build this boat. I'm leaving chat. Well, you shouldn't have built a balance. I know that your mom told you that all the way through school that extra chromosome was helping you. You had more than the other kids, but I promise you it did not help you in this case. Okay? The balance is not a good Carrack. I do not recommend this for anybody. It does not matter. Do not build that boat. Okay? If you're going to go this route, get the Advance. It's way better. Okay? If you want PvE, you go for the Valor. And if you want PvP, you go for the Volante. Okay? I'm actually just going to put them on here. Okay, this is the PvE boat. This is the PvP boat. This is the barter boat. This is the one you want. Because if you really want, you're gonna have to do more dailies for these. You're gonna spend more money. You're gonna have to spend more time. Your bartering is gonna be way slower trying to get to the boat. Like the Galleass has way less, like it's like 4 to 6, it's like 6,000 less weight than the Caraval does, which is a massive amount of weight early on when you're bartering. Bartering weight is king. There are two things that help you become a faster barterer. Weight is the big one, and then speed. Speed is also good. So like bartering is best on the Advance. It's actually second best on the Volante because it's the second fastest, right? The Valor is probably the worst bartering boat in the game next to the Balance. Okay. From the area, thanks so much for that follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Okay, so we understand the difference between all these boats. Again, I recommend the Advance because it does require less dailies. But in order to get from the sailboat to the Epheria Caraval, again, you have to come over here to... so if you want to go from the sailboat to the Caraval, or the frigate to the Galleass, you have to come over here. Presumably, you already have the sailboat and the frigate, and you would buy the blue gear. Let me minimize all of this real quick. Okay. You would buy the blue gear, or you'd buy the green gear from this. So the Epheria Caraval, White Wind, well, actually, that's for the Caraval. You need to find the Epheria Old Plating, Epheria Old Sail, Epheria Old Cannon, Epheria Old Figurehead. You equip these to the Epheria Sailboat or the Epheria Frigate. You have to get them all 4 to +10, just like the previous one. Okay? These, however, require a different thing to enhance with. Okay, so for these, they require these weird-looking stones. These weird-looking stones. You can't just enhance these with black stones. This is where it gets a little complicated. People get really confused about the ocean stuff, okay? These Verdant black stones are really only obtainable for turning in level 1 bartering materials for the Verdant black stones. Okay? You need to turn in level 1 bartering materials for the Verdant black stones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my barterer. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. On our way back, because I have to sail back to civilization because she's out at Hakoven right now. On the way back, I'm going to show you guys what bartering looks like, and I'm going to go through barter routes. Okay? Speed, violence, momentum. Exactly. All right. So first things first, I'm out at Hakoven. This is the best bang for your buck in terms of like T5 to Crow coin exchanges. So we're actually just going to refresh while we're out here. Very quickly. I just did that really fast. Slow down, Blue. All right. When you come up to a barter like island, let's go ahead and wipe all this. You guys understand all this now? When you come up to a barter island, you're going to get 4 options right here on this right side. You're going to have depart, barter, supply, and explore. Most of the time people ask me, do I supply or do I explore? You explore every time. In order to do that, you have to have a sailor on your boat, which we're going to cover a little later. But just make sure you have to have at least 1 sailor on your boat, and you can explore or supply. I do not recommend doing supply. I recommend doing explore. Just understand that sometimes explore kind of blasts you for a lot. Like the reason that I am actually so low on my stamina down here is because I keep exploring, and sometimes it tanks your stamina, sometimes it tanks your boat HP. But like sometimes you get something really good. You get like 100 mil like sometimes your sailor just goes out and you get 100 million silver for free. It's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna depart and we're gonna back that ass up. Explore. Yeah, I'm doing my best. Okay. I don't have my all right, so to really quickly go over bartering mastery is kind of a meme, or I mean sailing mastery is kind of a meme. However, I do have a really good life skilling set that normally I wear while I'm sailing to increase my boat stats. Okay, every 100 mastery gives you 1% on all of your boat stats. So right now I have 500 mastery. I only get 5%. Okay.
Aries for Life just resubscribed for 2 months.
Aries for Life, thanks so much for that resub, buddy. Really appreciate it. 2 months. Welcome back. Warms my heart. Another subscriber that stayed with me. God bless you. Okay, so we're honestly sailing back right now. And to be clear, nowadays, you can just right click where you want to go and hit T. And you let Jesus take the keyboard. This is why bartering is such a nice thing. Okay? It now works with breezy sail as well, so the auto path will go with breezy sail. See, you've gotten your blues. Yes, I have full blue gear now. Okay, so what's breezy sail? Let's cover that real quick. When you're on your boat, you get certain skills. You get certain skills depending on what level sailing you are. You'll notice that I am on this character. I am professional for sailing. Okay, that means I get the beginner skill, which is focus fire. We'll cover that a little later. I get volley. Yeah, whatever. No one cares. That means I can shoot my cannons, right? Power
92 just subscribed.
Power Excel is starting from nothing. So if I want to stop the boat, okay, I'm off the wheel. The boat is stopped. If I want to start from nothing, I hold Shift W space, and the boat gets off to a running start. It goes way faster right at the start. Okay, so that's what that means. Power Excel. That's apprentice. Breezy sail is the thing that everybody talks about. Sauls92, thanks for that brand new sub. Nothing makes me better than a brand new sub. Thanks, Sauls. Even though you have a balance, I forgive you. Jesus might not, but I do. Okay. So again, breezy sail. This is the instant excel of the ocean. This is the instant excel of the ocean. Breezy sail looks like this. Oh, let him cook. Let's see. Do you see how fast I'm going? It uses my stamina up.
Bobby Boy just subscribed.
It's basically the instant excel of the ocean, just like that. I'm actually gonna give my boat some rations because I'm running low on rations down there. So we're gonna handle that real quick. In order to do that, you hit P. You open up your ship tab. You click the plus button on the supply rations, and you have to actually feed it meals. This can be really expensive unless you know what you're doing. You should buy Balanos meals, but particularly special Balanos meals are pretty good. You'll notice I just used 30 of them. They're really cheap, and I basically got the whole bar back. They're really good. Really good. Okay? You can do the same thing. You can update your cannonballs, or you can increase your cannonballs with this special thing called the breezy... What are those things called? Breezy. Is it breezy something? No. What are they called? What are those things called that I use to... Hold on. They are called... Oh, they're not over there anymore. Are they in here? Hold up. Let me go. Hey, there's cannonballs. Wind? Yeah, something wind. It's something wind. Here they are. Origin of wind. Origin of wind. This allows you to increase your cannonballs. Cannonballs supply to 8. So you'll notice that's not very many cannonballs. You need a lot of those. You need a lot of those. You just have 440 sitting there. That's nothing. That's nothing. But like, Origin of wind is what you need to get cannonballs going on the fly. It is pretty expensive. It is pretty expensive. Okay. Okay, let's go over the bartering. So in order to get to your bartering tab, you hit escape. You click on adventure, I believe, or is it life? It's probably life. Yeah, and then you click barter. Oh. Okay. So you hit escape, hit life. Barter is right here. I do recommend you put this on a I have this on like a tab. I hotkeyed it to tab so I can just hit the tab button, but it opens up this menu right here. Okay. It opens up this menu right here. Hey, this is your bartering menu. It is not going to look like this when you start. You're only going to have a few of them. Breezy crystals are the ones you buy from the wharf PC. True. But the Origin of Wind is way better. Way better. You can get breezy crystals from the wharf NPC. They're just really expensive, but there's something. There's something. Okay, so you see, I have all these different options for my barter routes, right? That's because I have 35,000 barters. I have all of my barter routes opened up. You can see my barter count right here at the top. Right there. Okay, so I have 35, almost 36,000 barters, which to be honest with you is not like, if you're looking at like the best barters in the game, it doesn't even scratch them. But like, it is pretty advanced for where I'm at. Every time you do barters, you open up a new route. Okay, so every few hundred barters or so, you open up a new barter route. Let me get the barter routes cutoffs for you guys. Hold up. I've got them. They're right here? Yes. Right here. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Getting that hype train going. Just past 43k. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, so there are 12 barter routes. Okay, and you open them by getting more and more barters. When you're starting, you're not going to have very many options. You're only going to have one barter route open. So I recommend doing all of your barters. Okay, but after a while, you're going to start, you need to do all of your like zero, I call them 0 to T1 barters.
Why Bobby Boy
Let's
just
go.
gifted 1 subs.
Yo, why Bobby Boy with a gifted sub on a Salty Mailiner? Thank you so much, Salty Mailiner. Welcome to the squadron. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the content. Make sure you guys jump in on the YouTube. I always put VODs if you missed live broadcasts on YouTube. They are really funny and they're a lot of fun to watch. Go check them out. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So when you start out, you're going to start with land match. You're like, oh, I don't know. What do I need? Well, when you open your barter tab, you're going to have these different barters that you can do. Oh my goodness. Stop aiming the cannon. There we go. Okay, you're going to have these different barters that you can do. You need to look at the ones that start with land materials and go to T1 barters. Okay, you'll notice that these are 1-for-1 trades. You turn in 200 bags of muddy water, you get 1 giant fishbone. You turn it, and like, some of these are going to be like way more expensive than others. Okay, some of these are going to be really, really expensive. But I recommend doing all of them just to try to get your barter count up at the start, because the more barter routes you open, the more money you can make, or like you're going to lose money at the start. That's just the way that it goes. Okay, but try to do all your barters. But once you have like 4 or 5 barter routes opened up, you should do all your 0 to T1 barters. If you remember, we were talking about before, remember those Verdant Blackstones we were talking about before? You need those to enhance to get your Caraval up. Right? Those Verdant Blackstones are obtained by turning in any of the T1 barter materials. Fertile soil, dried blue rose, row of flower pouch, the urn piece, chewy raw gizzard, raft toy. You guys get the idea. Any of these T1 barter mats can be turned in for those Verdant stones that you use to enhance that green gear up. Okay? And you need full +10 green gear to upgrade to the next level of boat. In every case. In every case. So you're doing all the 0 to T1 mats. Once you get past this, once you have a reasonable amount of barters under your route, you need to be really careful, because your T1 to T2 barters can kind of fuck you if you're not being careful. All right. And it's not the super fun Baja Blast in the bedroom. Let's role play kind of way. It's the let's clasp at the ankles and clench the cheeks situation. You'll notice that some of these are 1 for 3s. Okay, you trade 1 raft toy, you get 3 survival kits. This one is you trade 1 row of seed flour, you get 1 islander lunchbox. Which one looks better to you? Which one looks better to you? You only do 1 for 3s. Only do 1 for 3s. Well, what if I have extra materials? That's good. That's good. You should have extra materials. That's how you stockpile stuff. 1 for 1, clearly it's the best one. Uxer, put the gun down. Put the gun down, step away from the firearm. Okay, so once you have your tier 2 mats, same situation. You can get Baja blasted. Do not get Baja blasted. Do not be that guy. Okay, you can trade 1 for 3. Okay, alternatively, you can trade 1 for 2. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. You can also trade 1 for 1. No, you do 1 for 3 every time. Good shit today? Yeah, good shit, buddy. We should have won today, but whatever. It's all good. Every once in a while, you get these. Okay, I'm going to trade this for 2 Verdant Blackstones. That's, yeah, okay, you can do that. It'll help you get your Verdant Blackstones up. Every once in a while, you get a barter like that. That's awesome, sure. But again, 1 for 3 barters all the way up through tier 3s, okay? Once you hit the tier 4 range, okay, now you have, okay, now I've got my tier 3 mats, right? They're blue. So I have, okay, I have a bunch of lobster fish nets. Tier 3 to tier 4 barter mats are always 1 for 2 exchanges. You can't do 1 for 3s. It's always 1 for 2. So you just bang those out. You just do all those, and you'll notice that you can do 10 of these. Tier 3 to tier 4s, you can do 10 of them. So you just bang out all of those. Like, there's so many barters. It's so many barters. You just blast those. Blast those, okay? You can never go wrong with getting tier 4 mats, okay? Tier 4 for tier 5 mats are always 1 for 1. Tier 4 for tier 5 mats are always 1 for 1. To boil this down for you guys, if you're always doing 1 for 3 exchanges, I'll do this. Okay, you start with 1 T1 barter mat. Okay, you trade that. Is this the way I want to do this? For 3 T2 barter mats. You trade those. Do I look like Saturn? For 3 tier 3 barter mats apiece. Okay, so now we're at 9 T3. I'm not writing it out. You can't make me. But then you get 3. You get fine. 3. You get tier 3 barter mats all over the place. Lots of T3 barter mats. Then you trade all the T3s for 2 T4s. Okay, well shit. Now all those tier 3s that we got are now double, right? And all the way across the fuck all that shit. Then I'm not writing all that shit. And then T4s only trade for 1 T5 apiece. Okay, T4s only trade for 1 T5. But you'll notice it's a pink snowflake. That's right. But you'll notice 1 tier 1 barter mat makes crazy amounts of T5 barter mats, right? Like, that's why bartering is efficient. Okay, you don't, once you get experienced as a barterer, you really don't have to ever do the T1 barters anymore, bro, because you spend most of your time doing T2, T3, T4s, T5s. Okay, I need the visuals. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Alzer75 and Killset 135. Hey girl, hi. Thanks for those follows, guys. I appreciate it. But you guys can see how this can get out of hand really quickly. So you're bartering and you're just being maximally efficient. Okay. We're actually getting back to Ilya. This is your central hub for bartering. Okay, this is where you're gonna do. But what about Portafish? Shut your mouth. What about I can barter out of Velia? No, you can't. Idiots barter out of Velia. Okay. You barter out of Ilya like a real man. Okay? You'll notice how many materials I have just sitting in Ilya. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of materials. Okay? Okay, in order to get Ilya's storage, thank you so much for making this guide. You're making this shit easy to digest. I'm trying to go slow. I'm trying to be reasonable. Ilya's storage is critical. When they give you storage, because they give you storage for free, if you like bartering, you need to take Ilya's storage. Okay, now you can, if you want to free to play it, you can do that. You just have to use all your contribution on storage on all these houses. Okay, storage on all these houses, but it's not going to be able to max your storage out. But it's okay. I'm here for you. I have the 5-head play. You can actually go over to Lima Island, which is right here. Okay, you click on Lima Island, there's a house here. This house can give you storage. This gives you storage in Ilya. Okay, so if you're trying to do free-to-play storage, you can get a little bit of extra storage out of Lima if that's the way that you actually want to go, okay? Any recommended CPU usage for bartering? Again, if you don't have full Ilya storage through the Pearl Shop or through other means, grab the storage through all these different houses and then over on Lima over there. Other than that, you don't really need to invest contribution for bartering at all. Not needed. Vince Wolf, hey girl, hi. Thanks for that follow, buddy. Okay, you notice I have a bunch of materials saved up. Super great. Okay, fantastic. Okay, this is what your storage is going to start to look like, okay? Because you're going to do a bunch of all your 0 to T1s. You're doing those all the time when you start out. All the time, because those give you Verdant Blackstones, and they allow you to continue bartering your other stuff, okay? So, like, you need a bunch of those. You need a bunch of them, okay? We'll get to this stuff later. The rest of this stuff is all just T5 mats. You'll see that all of these different bartering islands are all around the map. Every single island actually has a barter that you can do for it, but it's not initially. You're not going to have all these islands unlocked. Okay, initially all of these islands, there's only going to be a few of them, and usually they start over here. You're like, oh shit. Okay, so initially when you start off, you actually do want to use Port Epheria when you start off, because you can just go out, come back, go out, come back, go out, come back. Until you get enough barters that open up, and then Ilya is just cleanly better. Like, after you open like 5 or 6 barter routes, which is like pretty quickly, yeah, okay, we're moving everything to Ilya. We're moving everything to Ilya. Boat nodes, no. We'll get to that later. Blue, can I barter out of Arihaza? Yeah, we're gonna do that. Well, you know what? Let's talk about the Hakoven run. So initially, when you start out, the first T5 barter route that you're gonna open up is gonna open up right here. Okay, you're gonna see a T5 barter mat. I call that the lobster, but people call it pattern fabric, and it'll give you a bunch of crow coins. Ooh, crow coins, shiny. Crow coins are the currency of the ocean, and they can only be obtained by manually going out and getting them. You can't buy them with pearls. You can't. There's no way around it. You have to go out and get crow coins. So whenever you see a good rule of thumb, I'm not going to get into the specifics of it, but if it's over 80 crow coins, it's probably good to do. If it's below 80 crow coins, I probably wouldn't bother, if I'm being honest, because you're going to lose money on the exchange. Okay, so this one's like 87 here. This is the second island that will open up. You'll notice they're really close. Okay, then you keep going down this trench over here. You notice, just to show you where we are, this is on Kato here. This is the third island that will open up, and you'll notice that one's got, it's got 118 crow coins. Oh, sweet. So you come with the goods preloaded onto your boat. You hit this island. You hit this island. You sail down the trench like a trench run in A New Hope. You grab this island too. Okay. Then the last one, or the fourth one that's going to open up, is actually way over here. So you'll notice how big this is. This requires you to actually sail all the way down here, all the way through here. Boom. Destination out here. Okay. Destination wedding out at, we call this Hakoven, because it is literally Hakoven Island. Hakoven normally has the highest exchange for goods in the game. T5 to crow coins in the game. That's just the way that it goes. This sometimes it's garbage. Sometimes you get like 1 crow coin, but it can be as high as like 600. Okay. So, like, you can get 600 crow coins for 1 herbal wine or 1 T5 mat, and that is, like, incredibly good. Okay? Now, what a lot of people do, because they can't carry a lot of weight on their boat, is they actually put T5 mats in on Kato Inner Harbor. You can see I still have some T5 mats here because I'm a moron. This is from when I only had a Caraval, and I only had a Galleass, and I just couldn't carry a whole lot of boat materials. Okay? Pro tip. It's like, oh, why would you do that? You can carry 4 materials on your boat. I'm about to blow your mind. I'm about to blow your stack. Okay. So, you come out the first time. Okay. You hit these first islands. Okay, we hit all these islands. Boom. We come out to Hakoven. Boom. We hit Hakoven. You refresh at Hakoven. You bartering refresh at Hakoven. This will reset all of your trade goods, and then you're sitting at Hakoven, and there's a new trade out there. Boom, you hit Hakoven again, and then on your way back, boom, you hit this island again. Boom, you hit this island again. Boom, you hit this island again, and you're home. 2 for 1. 2 runs for 1, okay? It's really good, okay? Okay, well, what's a refresh, Blue? Okay, this is your bartering refresh. I did this earlier, I should have explained it. That's my bad. You can only refresh once every 4 hours. There's ways around it, which I'm gonna cover, but there's also 2 types of refresh. But trade item barter refresh, this is the one that you want to use. This top one right here is really good. That's the one that gives you money, dollars and cents, and all normal stuff. Okay, you can also do an instant refresh for 70 points initially. Okay, so if you want to go instant, like right away, like, okay, I don't want to wait the 4 hours, you can instant refresh, but it's going to cost you more points. You only get 150 points a day. Okay, you'll notice I'm already at 130. I could technically instant refresh, then wait 4 hours and still get my last refresh in. Okay, I'll let you guys figure out the logistics here, but essentially if you space your barter routes out and early on you're going to be bartering really slowly, it's going to be 4 hours. You'll be fine. But you can instant refresh if you're in a hurry and you want to get this stuff done. So what you do is you sail out to Hakoven. You hit this button right here. You do the Hakoven trade. You hit this button right here. Hakoven gets a new pair of shoes. You grab it again and you sail back and get them all the way back again. Okay. Did you go over Ravinia Dailies at Crow's Nest that gives you the mats for the Caraval Galleass? No, I have not, because I wanted to do something else first. I will do that in a moment. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get off my boat. We're back at Ilya. This is home base. Look at that. I'm rank 2 barterer on the server. Okay, when you fail your jump here, it's kind of rough. Because this dipshit's in the way. Imagine. Oh, shit. I almost fell in the... Oh. All right. This is fine. He's doing it right now. Watch what he's doing. Oh, wow. He's watching me. He's watching. I'm so sorry, but I didn't mean it. I'm not a dipshit. And yes, I am. All right. He's actually exchanging his T1. I'm going to show you guys what he's doing. Okay. So what I want to do, remember all those T1 mats that you can trade for the... I'm just going to do one. Okay. I'm going to pull. This is what the wharf manager looks like when your boat is near it. You can just load stuff onto your boat and from your inventory. Okay. I just put it on the boat. Then I click the inventory tab and I put it in my inventory. Okay. Now I'm really weighed down because barterer. Oh God, look. Oh, now we're the weighed down one. Okay. You come up to Ravinia right here. This is your girl. Okay. She's kind of cute. All right. I wasn't joking. Look how fucking cute that bitch looks. Okay. You click exchange. All right. All of the T1 mats are here, and you exchange for the crow you exchange for the crow voucher. Hold on. Stupid ass. Bro, what is weighing down my inventory so much? Yeah, we don't need those. Okay, there we go. It's the potions. There we go. All right. You cannot be overweight when you do this. This takes a long time, as you just witnessed. So you just trade for the crow coin voucher. Boom. Okay, so now we have the voucher. Sweet. Okay. Where's the voucher at? Right here. Okay. Now you can go to Crow's Nest. So there's exchangeable PCs. Can I just exchange it here? Is that doable? No, it's not. Okay, so do you have to go to Crow's Nest to exchange these now? Is that how that works now? Morco and Velia. Okay, so we can exchange them at Velia. All right, so that's what we're going to go try to do. All right, we're going to go to Morco. We got all of our stuff. Get this dinky. Look, this is this guy's boat, bro. Imagine, dude. My boat is huge. God, my deck is so much bigger than his. Bitches love my deck. Let's go. All right, so we're just going to flip this thing around. We're going to make that turn. We're going to make that turn. We're going to make that turn. Made the turn. Made the turn. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to sail over to Velia. Okay. Nope. Do that. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay, so these little quests right here. The sea monster ooze killed 2 ocean stalkers from the Great Ocean. You get 100 of this stuff. There's these things everywhere. There's little sea monsters that spawn through here. I don't know where this one is. There should be an ocean stalker, like a young ocean stalker out here. I don't know where the fuck somebody killed it. But usually there's an ocean stalker there. That is where you're going to get your sea monster ooze. I really do just recommend. So you need sea monster ooze to upgrade your Caraval from your sailboat. Or to get to the Galleass from the frigate, you need sea monster ooze. Okay, not very much of it. Oh, we're still in Conquest War. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm going back. It's a thick deck as fuck. Yeah, it's true. Big true. Okay, we're just sailing back right now. This is honestly, this is what most of bartering is you're just, wait a minute. You guys can't even see me. You guys didn't even tell me. Yeah, we lost your can. Never mind. Clicks told me, and I just didn't want. I just don't know Walden. Dude's cake. Haggle Sly. Look at that brand new Prime sub. Nothing makes me wetter than a brand new Prime sub. You ignored me. You shut your mouth. 200 plus sailing speed. Yeah. Okay. I should put on, honestly, I should put on all my life skilling gear. Like I said, it does help out a little bit, but it's not like tremendously crazy helpful. All right, there is a website that I want to show you guys. I will link it in the guide description. But there is a website that's super good for this. Let me cook. All right, this place. All right, hold on. Let me auto path into Velia, so that she doesn't hit the rocks. All right, so this lays out everything that I have explained to you, okay, and how you can get to the various boats. Okay, this little chart, we already made this little chart, so I'm not going to make it again. It also gives you the different boat stats. You can see the improved sailboat versus the improved frigate, etc. Don't build those. Stupid people build those. The Galleass versus the Caraval stats. You'll notice that the Caraval has plus or 10,000 base weight. The Galleass has 8,000. That doesn't seem like a lot, but I promise you early on it is. And once you put the gear on it, it's even bigger of a discrepancy. So like, just bear that in mind. Okay. All right. Now we get down here to the, I'm going to move it over so you guys can see it. Get down here to the big chart that we all care about. The advance actually has more HP than the balance. Get fucked, loser. Rations, okay, the balance has slightly more ration. Nobody cares. Base LT, way higher. And then with the blue gear, it gets infinitely higher. This is a joke. 15,000 weight is kind of a joke. Okay. Speed, you can see all the different speed variations here. We already went over all this. 40 inventory slots versus the 35 on the balance. Okay, yeah, whatever. The cabin slots, yeah, okay. Cannon reload speed, you'll notice that the Valor's at 12 seconds at base. Volante's at 13 seconds. This discrepancy gets even bigger when the Valor gets its cannon. So it fires 3 seconds faster at base, and then it gets 2 more seconds from its cannon. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. So I was wrong before. It's like 5 seconds. All right, so now we're at Velia. Okay, so now we're going to go talk to Morco. Okay, we've got our little trade voucher. Where is Morco? That's what I need. I need Morco. I need my boy, Morco. Morco is next to Jatina. Okay. How convenient that they put him all the way up at a stable. So smart. So smart. Super smart. All right, so you get all these vouchers, and you run up to this guy. I believe I'm almost done. The Volante should be 75% on the Volante. Should I swap to making the advance for bartering? No, I mean, finish the Volante and then go and make the advance. Like, if you're that close, then just finish it. But, like, it would have been way easy. You'd already have the advance, and you'd be already working on your Volante. Oh, is Jatina over here? There's my boy Morco. The Crow Merchants Guild Morco. Exchange. Okay, so you'll notice this is initially you get the barter, the vouchers. 1 for 1 on the vouchers gives you a Verdant Blackstone. Okay, so then once you have the Verdant Blackstone, you use these to enhance stuff. Oh, it's on my other character. Oh, you know what? We have the technology. We have the technology. It is here. Ah, there it is. Okay. Okay. Put this in here. And you keep doing that. You get them. All 4 pieces need to be at +10. So you'll notice you'll need a lot of these, and you notice it's more stones every time. It's more stones every time, so you're going to need a bunch of them. You're going to need a bunch of them.
Lenzek just resubscribed for 2 months.
Yeah, Lenzek with the yeah, resub for 2 months. Welcome back for the second month. Honestly, that's my favorite thing. I love seeing new subscribers. The 2-month resubbers, the people that come back and continue to support me, are the real OG heroes, man. God bless them. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's how you get the Verdant stones. We have covered it now. It's done. All right, one thing that I do want to cover is your bartering character. Okay, I messed this up the first time. Being able to fire your cannons sounds really, really cool. I promise you, it is not that great. Well, actually, it is kind of good. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. However, being on a non-sub 50 leaves you open to being sunk. If you're on a sub 50 character while you're bartering, which is exactly what I recommend that you do, okay, it means that you can't be attacked. No one can actually hit your boat. Okay? Like, you just sail around, you can just get up and walk away from the computer, not a care in the world. I will say, morning, how did the fight go? We got fucking turbo in 50 minutes. Although it's actually a tremendous amount of fun. We should have won Digi-Threat. So I started on a non-sub 50 when I started, and then people kept sinking my boat, and I got really upset. So I made a sub 50. I strongly recommend you make it a Corsair. Okay? And right now, during this big event, you know, like the big, like the Vel event or whatever, you can get the deep sea diving suit. Is like a swimsuit for your Corsair. You put that on you put it on a new Corsair, and you're good to go. Now, the trick to having a sub 50, because the disadvantage is, okay, well, trying to get skilled sailing can be a little tough. Normally, the way you would get skilled sailing, I forgot to cover this before, is you would open up your quest tab. Okay, you're gonna go to the suggested quest tab, and you're gonna come down here to there it is. We found it. Okay, first try. All right, we got this. All right, Ryler, wait. Did I dono wall? I dono wall? Oh, my bad. All right, so this is the Okia's Eyes quest line. This will give you skilled 2 sailing. If you do this, this will give you skilled 2 sailing. You just kind of blast straight through it. It's a joke. Okay? You just kind of run around doing it. So if you want skilled 2 sailing on a character, you bang this out. It takes a couple hours. No big deal. Okay? It's really not all that difficult. I will say that you do need a boat with a cannon to kill it. Okay? Skilled 3 for breezy sail. No, skilled 1 for breezy sail. You only need skilled 1 for breezy sail. Chicken waffles. Hey girl, hey. Thanks for that follow, buddy. The problem with this quest line is you have to be level 50 to do it. And so if you want to barter on a sub 50, you're like, oh shit. How do I get to skilled sailing on my sub 50 barterer? Right? Most people just sail their boat around and that will do it, but it takes forever. I don't recommend doing that. In fact, the 5-head way to do it is to actually, most sailing quests in the game, you take from this quest manager here. Wanted ocean stalker, looming threats from the ocean predators. Yeah, exactly. You know, child predators, all that good stuff. Okay, you go out and kill a bunch of those fucking things. Okay? You do those quests, go complete accept them, and go out into the ocean, kill the thing. But when you come back, do not complete it on that character. Switch over to your sub 50 barterer and complete it on the barterer. Okay? That will get you skilled sailing very quickly. Okay? Most sailing quests in the game allow you to accept it on one character and complete it on another character. Okay? Sailies. That's another good point. There's a sailing Discord, which I will have linked in the video description if you are on YouTube right now. The sailing Discord is the best way to get involved in sailies. You need to start doing sailies immediately if you want to start getting involved in boat content, as it is the great throttle for boat content. I can't find the sailing Discord. Give me a minute. I am a part of a lot. There it is. Black Desert Sailing. Invite people. I would like to copy this. This is the sailing Discord here if you're not already a part of it. Okay, again, it will be in the link in the video description on YouTube. You can just get in on sailing groups in the sailing Discord, and they'll go through and do all your sailies that you need for your Carrack, that you need on your 50. Like, so you just accept the quests, hop on someone's boat, they sail around, they do all the quests for you, you come back, you switch characters, you complete it on your barterer, boom, 1 day, skilled sailing, you're done. Okay, that's how I recommend getting skilled sailing on a sub 50 barterer. Okay, And it's really easy. That way you can use breezy sail all the time and you don't have to worry about being super slow. Okay, if you're on a normal, like over 50 barter, I want to shoot my cannons on my boat. I really want to be able to shoot my cannons. Again, do the Okia's Eye quest line. I strongly recommend just doing the Okia's Eye quest line. It is very good. Okay, again, skilled 2 sailing off the bat. Okay, what was I here for? Oh yeah, we showed you guys the Verdant stones. Okay, so once you have the Verdant stones and all that good stuff. Okay, we're gonna go back to this website. Where's the website at? Here it is. All right, this is where it gets really complicated, and so this is why I recommend this website for you guys. I'm gonna put it in here. This lays it out so a caveman could get there successfully. Okay, so at the very top here, you select a ship. You say, okay, I want to make a Galleass. Okay, I want to make a Galleass. It takes you immediately to this page. This is all the stuff you need to make your Galleass. Okay, you'll notice there's a lot of crazy stuff in here. Do not get overwhelmed by all of the crazy amount of stuff that's actually in here. Okay, this graphite ingot, timber ingot for adhesive for upgrade. Oh man, this is a piece of cake. This is a piece of cake. All you got to do is scroll down. Oh, here's the adhesive for upgrade. Oh, here's what you need to do it. You just need to heat white cedar sap, 100 acacia sap, elder tree sap, and sea monster ooze. Oh, well, that's not that hard. That's not that hard. Okay, well, you don't know what the graphite ingot is. Okay, we'll scroll down. Here's the graphite ingot right here. Oh, well, I only need zinc ingots and sea monster ooze for that. Okay, and again, sea monster ooze is obtained by killing those little monsters that are like right here. Here. They're all like the don't go out into the ocean. Okay, I can't tell you how many times I've been sailing out to do a Margoria run, which we will talk about later on my Carrack. I'm sailing out and I see Tom Hanks and fucking Winston sailing out on a fucking raft to go kill some fucking Hikaru out in the ocean. Like, there's no shot. Do not, if you reach this point, you've gone too far. Do not go out here. That's the dark place, Simba. That's the dark place. Wilson, my bad. Wilson. Okay, all of the young Hikarus and stuff are like right in here. Okay, this young sea monster habitat right here. They're also all around Ilya. They're here, and there's a couple in here. This is all young sea monster habitats. I'm actually just gonna put the young sea monster habitats, and those give you sea monster ooze, right? Okay, so, and oh, what's sea monster ooze for? Okay, we go back to the thing. Okay, come back here. You need sea monster ooze. You don't need very much of it, but you do need it to make this stuff. Okay, to upgrade for the Galleass. Okay, you're like, okay, well, I also need island tree coated plywood. Again, we just scroll down. Okay, oh man, all right, so to get island tree coated plywood, all right, so now we got to exchange some stuff. Okay, oh, so when you get here, this could be a little confusing. You're like, okay, well, how do I, okay, try island tree coated, that's so weird. There's a different type of barter refresh that I want to cover with you guys. Okay, so if you open up your barter menu again, you go to the barter refresh menu, which I taught you how to do before. Okay, the ship material refresh. This is a very different refresh. So right now we're going to look at all of our barters. Okay, look at, these are all just normal materials. Okay, this is money barters. Item trade material refresh is money barters. Okay, this one is your boat stuff. This one is your boat stuff. Ship material refresh is normally the one you do. I don't have time for this, so I'm just going to do instant material refresh, 70 points. I do not care. Oh my gosh, look at all this weird stuff. This is all the stuff you need to upgrade your boat. Okay, so when it tells you, it's like, okay, we need, let's delete all this. All right, we need filtered drinking water, islanders lunchbox. Okay, so all of this shit can be traded for island tree coated plywood. Well, let's see. You have to get lucky. Okay, trade good refreshes like this, or I mean, the ship material refreshes like this. You have to get lucky. Okay, it's not always gonna give you the thing that you need. Enhanced item tree coated plywood. Oh, we got lucky. Look, enhanced tree coated plywood. There it is, right there. What do I need for it? Oh, I need a candlestick. Okay, so I can do that trade 2 times. Boom, there's 20 plywood right there. I only need 100 to make my boat. Does this make sense to you guys? This should make sense. Okay, so if there's stuff on here that says ship material barter blank for blank. that means that you have to do a ship material refresh, not a trade item refresh, in order to get those items. It's really simple. I know it sounds really complicated and the items sound really weird. It's really not that hard. You just do a ship material refresh instead of a trade item refresh. Okay? That's simple. All right. All right. Now we're going to look at the Carrack stuff. So now let's say that you've made your, Caraval, and now we want to make a balance, because again, we don't make the balance, we make mistakes. Okay? So we want to make a balance, or an advance. And I just want to point out that you can actually put this stuff here. And if you say, okay, I've already got this, you'll notice how it disappears from the list of stuff that you need. Okay? So you can, like, this website is super good, because again, it lays it all out for you, like, super easy, and then you can just say what you have, and then it'll show you what you need. Can you explain why it's not worth getting the improved version? Yes. So by the time you get the improved version, all you really need to do is barter to get to your next boat. There's really no reason to have to get the improved version, because you don't really have to kill very many sea monsters with your normal boat. Okay, to go from the sailboat to the Caraval, you don't have to kill very much stuff. And honestly, you can tag along with your friend that already has a Carrack and get it done in like 2 minutes. Going all the way to the improved sailboat is going to cost you like 1 billion silver, maybe more. And it's kind of useless. Okay, so I don't recommend doing that. All right, so if we want our advance, it's like, okay, we need all this fucking shit. Oh shit, we need all this fucking shit. This is all right. Epheria Caraval, Black Dragon Prow, upgraded plating, Maina Cannon, and wind sail. Where do I get the sail stuff? That's just the boat gear. That's right. You talk to Walmart. Here we go. This guy, Philaberto Falasi. Epheria Caraval, there's your cannon. Epheria Caraval, there's your figurehead. There's your plating. There's your sail. Every time you get a new boat, you should come up to the Walmart up here and buy your 4 pieces of gear. Okay. Again, you need all 4 pieces at plus 10 to upgrade it to the next boat. In this case, the Carrack. Okay. He also has this daily quest. I forgot to cover this before. Falasi's kindness. This is if you want to make the boat in Port Epheria, like I said, like I didn't recommend you do before. Like if you want to use the ship workshop, you'd have to do this daily every day. But again, don't do that. It's bad. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Okay. I don't know if I have anybody at Okia's Eye, so we're gonna have to sail out there. I'm gonna show you guys this later. She has my valor. She has my okay. All right, we're gonna go there on this character, and then we're gonna go from Okia's Eye. I'm gonna go to the Kuro coin. Okay, so now when you're making your Carrack, or no, wait, no, when you're making your advance and you're making your Galleass, there is one more thing to add here. There is a quest line that will give you half of all of the materials that you need to actually get the Galleass and the Caraval. So once you already have your Epheria Sailboat and you're trying to get your Caraval, okay, there is a quest that will give you half of the materials you need to get it to the Caraval or the Galleass. Okay, that quest is way out at Crow's Nest. Okay, and you need to do this quest line. It will save you so much time and effort. Okay, it's way out here. There are so very important places on the ocean. We talked about Ilya. Lima, we don't give a shit about. Nobody fucking uses it anyway, except for that storage thing I was talking about. This is Okia's Eye. This is your central hub for sailies, which is why we're sailing there right now, and I will cover that. Okay, the fortune cookie quest line is exactly right. Okay, you're gonna sail out to Crow's Nest, which is, believe it or not, my favorite place in the whole game. That is this dark, shadowy island out here. Okay, the dark, shadowy island out here is Crow's Nest. Okay, and you're gonna need a compass to get there, or you can just sail in a correct direction. Okay, if you just sail in the correct direction, you can get there no problem. I will say that if you try to run into this right here, this is the Arena of Arsha, or that's the oh, what's that little quest, that daily thing that you can do, or the weekly, the Pit of Undying. Yeah, that's the Pit of Undying. Do not get too close to that island. Thank you, guys. Do not get too close to the Pit of Undying. Your boat will bug out like super hard. There is another island just north of that. That is the Castle Ruins RBF. Do not get too close to that island. Okay, you will die, or you won't be able to get your boat out of there. So like, if you're sailing around islands up here, try to stay away from the islands because they bug your boat out super hard. Okay. Very, very important. While we're sailing up, I'm actually going to cover the Margoria Runs since I have the time. If you look out here in the ocean, you guys can see all these little circle things. Right here. All of this little stuff. Okay? And there's actually one down off the screen. Actually, no. Yeah, no, I got them all there. There's actually more up here if I scroll up. Yeah, you see how many more? There's even more up here. There's one here, 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 and here. Okay? Like, they're all over the place. These are your Margoria runs. Okay? This is your Margoria barters. These are big boy crow coins. Okay? This is how you get a load of crow coins really, really fast. Okay? If I'm looking at my orange grade barter... Oh, man, I can't do it right now because I already refreshed, boys. That's tragic. I should have done that before, and I'm sorry. But basically, all of those are tier 5 to crow coin exchanges. There are a few of them that will be tier 4 for 10 million silver. Tier 4 for 10 million silver. Tier 4 for 10 million silver. Those are really good too. You do all those every time. Like, those are super valuable. But yeah, this is where the big money is, bartering. And I would say Margoria runs, if we're going to talk about how to do a Margoria run, it used to be entirely based on currents. So I will explain the old way to do it. Currents are no longer in the game, so it's based on sea winds. But like, again, you can just put your sail down. It doesn't really fucking matter anymore. However, the way that we normally do it is you start down here at Okia's Eye. If you see Okia's Eye down here in the bottom right, okay, and you would sail up to the very first one, which is the Crow Merchant's ship. Then you would sail up and over, out, back, across. There's one up here, okay, that's off the screen. Then you would sail across, okay, you sail down, okay, you sail over here, 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 oh, here, here, oh, whoop, pull up, here. Okay. Alternatively, I like to go out and then cut back. I like to go out and then cut back. Okay. But like, that's the normal way that we do crow coin runs. Okay. Like big boy crow coin runs. That's big money. That's big money. I would say that on a proper boat, on like a Carrack, that's going to take you, if you have green gear on like an advance, it's going to take you about 35-40 minutes to get that done. If you have blue gear on an advance, it's going to take you probably 20 to 25 minutes to get it done. A Volante can do that in like 20 minutes flat. Maybe 15 if they're fucking hauling. But there's a certain point where you just have to stop and like do the barter. Because if you're going too fast, the places won't show up. These actually, all right, important note. You actually don't know where these are initially. It sucks. Okay? They don't tell you where these are. So the barter route will open up and you will see, oh, I can go to the Crow Merchant's vessel. But you won't know where the Crow Merchant's vessel is on the map. And I don't recommend sailing around aimlessly to find it. I recommend getting a barter friend that's already done the Margoria run and have them like literally just stop here, go talk to the NPC, and then this little icon shows up. Stop here, get the icon. Stop here, get the icon. Stop here, get the icon. I sailed around and did it myself. It took me a little while. It was actually a lot of fun. I enjoyed it because it was like an adventure for me. It was a good amount of time. It was a good amount of time though, so bear that in mind. The current change was a scam. They just hid the UI. Oh, very funny. Oh yeah, they did just change. They did just hide the UI. So now it's just wind. You unfurl your sail like this. Okay, you hit this little button here. It's really easy. Okay, you can only do it like once every 10 seconds though, or 5 seconds though. Okay, I usually have the sail down regardless. I mean the sail up regardless. But I will say that the sail looks pretty freaking cool. Settings wise, ooh yeah, I should cover that. In the settings. Uh-oh. Transparent mast. Okay. You can go here. And if you don't have this on, it's kind of a pain in the ass. If I click apply, look. Now there's this giant ass thing blocking my view. Although I will say it helps you RP a little bit better if you like to stare at your giant mast, if you catch my drift. But like, I do recommend turning on transparent mast so that you can see where you're going. Okay, we're almost at Okia's Eye. We're going to cover all the different sailies that you have to do for your Carrack here. Dude, I love this music. It's like the best music in the game. Honestly, Crow's Nest has the best music in the game, but since they've changed the ocean music, it's kind of everywhere now, which I kind of like. So usually I have the game music on while I'm sailing around. It's really nice. It's very soothing. The waves are washing against your boat. The music is really chill. And if you liked Wind Waker, like Zelda the Wind Waker, you're gonna love the music in this game because it's very similar to that. Okay, you have like very big buildups and stuff. It's gonna be part 1 and 2. Too much things to cover. No, I'm getting there. We're getting there. We're getting through Carracks now. Honestly, we're through the tough part. That was the tough part, is explaining how to kind of get involved on the ocean. It's kind of hard, man. It's not really easy to know this stuff. Okay, so we're gonna come in here. All right, this is the port for Okia's Eye, right along the side of the island here. Are you working towards that Land of the Morning Light ship? Yes, and I'm gonna show you how to do the weekly in this guide. I left my weekly so that we could do it here. Okay, so the first 3 quests that you're gonna grab are right here. This guy's gonna have a bunch of quests for you. Take all these. Okay, take all these, especially the Ravinia. This quest is not necessarily necessary. This stuff can be bartered for, but I recommend doing it anyway. This requires you to do like 10 barters. Okay, so you pick up all these quests. You pick up the canned item, 9 shark, and black rust. Okay, it requires you to kill 1 of each of these. One advantage to doing, I told you the Caraval barters way faster than the Galleass. Okay, way faster. So if you're going that route, you're going to get to your advance way faster because it's less dailies, because it's less overall materials, and it's less, and the bartering just goes way fast. It's like, it's not as much of a slog. I will say though that the Galleass does have the upper hand when it comes to dailies. You don't need help if you have a Galleass and you're doing dailies. Okay, like you can do it all yourself. I know because I did it. I made a Galleass first. I did my dailies every day myself. Came back and just pounded it all out myself. So like, that's the advantage of having a Galleass, is you can do these dailies yourself. Now the sailing Discord again is a really big resource for players. And so I recommend doing that and just using a Caraval because they'll get the sailies done way faster for you anyway. Okay, then this guy also has quests that you need. So you run over here to this guy, and this is again daily. Our guild is not a charity group. That's this thing. Yeah, you need the tie-dyed timber squares. Do you have what it takes? Gives you, oh my gosh, these are a big bottleneck most of the time. For the combat boat, this is your bottleneck right here. The Epheria or the combat pirates combat win-win. This gives you the deep tie-dyed standardized timber squares. You don't really need that many of these, but you do this anyway because it gives you a lot of sailing EXP, and you need a bunch of these. You'll get those finished before you need everything else though. Okay, so you need all 3 of those quests. You need all of the quests from this guy. Then gonna run up here. Gonna run up and around. Okay. And you're gonna come over here. If you've ever done con before, this is going to look like a very familiar zone. This is where guilds do con. And to be clear, it is beneficial to be in a guild that does con, or to merc into a guild that does con, because if you do con 2 or 3 times, it saves you from having to do like 55 dailies of black rusts and 9 sharks. Or I mean of 9 sharks and canned items. Okay, so all you got to do is con like 2 or 3 times, or you can do like 50 dailies of 9 sharks and canned items. That's up to you. Like, I prefer to do con 3 times, but whatever. This guy has 2 dailies for you. The seaweed, and again, these are really quick. You bang these out. The other one is right here and gives you this manganese nodule. Again, these are all things you need for your Carrack. Don't even worry about it. Just get them. Okay, you chat with him. You have to give him an iridescent coral piece and a coral piece. Coral can just be bought off the market. You can just keep a store on you. You don't have to gather it. You can just keep it on your character and give it to him. Okay, so coral's really easy to get. Iridescent coral is going to be a little tougher, so I'm going to show you how to get those. Okay, you basically stop talking to him once you grab the quest. You run straight over here. There's a little thing right there. You gather on these 2 coral things right here. Okay. Someone has already gotten these, and that's kind of a bummer. It's probably that crawling chaos guy working on his Carrack. Okay, but you just swap servers if you had to. Okay, make sure your hedgehog is out. You can proc 2 of them, right? And just gather on these 2 little coral things right here. It will give you the iridescent coral that you need. By the way, the reason that we recommend the Corsair as the sub 50 ult that you need to use is because she can swim in the water like this. Without a shark suit, I can just dive under the water, and then she does... See, she turns into a mermaid and she can swim like crazy quick. So just bear that in mind. She also gives your boat 1% stats. Speed, acceleration, turn, brake, all of it. She gives 1% for everything. So you come back up to this guy, you turn in the coral pieces, whatever. You complete the quest. These two are really easy. You just bang them out. Bang them out. Okay. Hey, why do you assume it's me? You don't know for a fact. It's good. I don't know. I'm not assuming you are anyone. I have a Caraval and just need some Verdant stones for the Galleass. See? Okay, so you're getting pretty close. So you need those two quests over there. You come back. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to sail out. If you're doing the sailies, okay, with somebody, you have to pick up... Those are all the quests you need. Then you can go get back on their boat, and they're going to do it all for you, okay? What they're going to do is they're going to go out and they're going to kill a canned atom and a 9 shark and a black rust, and then they're going to come back. It used to be that you had to come back and you used to have to go out and kill a canned atom and then a 9 shark, and then you had to sail back and get the black rust one. You don't have to do that anymore as far as I'm aware. You can just get all 3 and just go out and do them. So like, they're going to sail you around the ocean. One of the quests requires you to kill an ocean stalker. They're going to kill a Hikaru. Okay. What class would you recommend for an easy T1 node war, Musa? Okay, where are my okay, so here are the here's the 9 sharks right here. And the black rusts are the black rusts are way out here. Okay, and they give you the tier of the ocean. The tier of the ocean, you need 42 tiers of the ocean. You need 42 of these. Since I already have the quest, I can just look at it. Yeah, you need 42 of these to get your Carrack. You only get 1 a day. Now, I will say that during the event, if you like doing, or if you're gonna do the Carrack stuff, you need to be doing the, like the event that's going on right now actually gives you tiers of the ocean. You just got to go do like the daily or the weekly or whatever. I highly recommend doing that. Okay, while the event is going on. If you're watching this after the event is going on, F's in chat. Okay. There is one more quest that I'm going to go over that you guys should be aware of that you don't really need. Don't worry about that. That's the dark guy, Simba. We don't touch that guy. That guy allows you to exchange maps, which we will get to when we talk about the blue gear for the Carrack. So we're going to come up here. And there's a guy way back here. This guy, this Babe Rixa. This guy holds on to our Croc daily for us. Okay. This guy holds on to our Croc weekly. I'm sorry. Okay. And this guy gives, you're going for blue gear on your Carrack. This guy gives you 5 of the materials you need a week for killing a Croc. So you want to grab that before you leave. Okay. That's for the blue gear. Now we're going to go to Crow's Nest because quite frankly, I have to. If I'm going to explain, if I'm going to do a proper guide, I have to go to Crow's Nest. Yes, 42. Okay. Just so you're aware, it's 42 tiers of the ocean for an advance. It's 50, I believe, for the Valor and the Volante. No, it's still 42. It's still 42. Okay, yeah. So it's 42 for every Carrack. Can you hold an event where you take aspiring players to build from 0 to Carrack together? What do you mean together? This takes months. You have to do those dailies every single day for a month. Or at least a month and a half. You have to do them every day for almost 2 full months if you want to get the combat boats. Okay, so you'll notice I'm just turning over towards Crow's Nest over here. It's 50 for the balance. Again, another reason, don't build the balance. Stupid people build the balance. People don't make balances, people make mistakes. Okay? It's either the advance, and I recommend the advance first for everyone, even if what you want to do is combat. The advance can do combat, it's just kind of shitty at it. It's still got 8 cannons on the side of the boat. I thought that made it faster after putting the new Carrack skins in the Pearl Shop. I mean, but every boat got fat equally as fast, so it's still equally as dog shit. Hey, I'm going toward the balance. I'm so sorry to hear that. When you do it, can you take a picture so we can make fun of you? I mean, see it and give you congratulations? Did you talk about sailing XP dailies at the Velia port and Port Epheria? I did talk about the sailies, yes. I did talk about the sailies. You can get dailies from port. I didn't talk about the ones in Port Epheria, but they're the same ones. There are sailies that you can get from Port Epheria, the wharf manager in Port Epheria, or the wharf manager in Velia. Okay, they're the same sailies, 2 different times. Okay, so like if you have an alt in Port Epheria, they can grab them. If you have an alt in Velia, they can grab them. Okay, you grab them all and then you leave. Maybe I missed it, but have you shown how barter items turn into silver? I did cover getting up to T5 barter mats before. Do not sell your bartering materials until they hit tier 5. Okay, so you really want your bartering materials to hit tier 5 before you sell them. Then they can sell for 7.5 million silver a piece. Okay, so like I have, and I also recommend in Ilya, I recommend keeping a stockpile of about 3 of each material. I have a lot here because usually I wait until my storage is maxed out on T5s and then I sell them all at the same time for a bunch of money. But usually I recommend saving 3 of each of the T5 mats because you need the T5 mats for Margoria runs. You need them for Hakoven runs. You need them for like various trades and stuff like this. So like I recommend saving 3 of each. You can do 2 of each. What about converting crow coins to silver? That we will cover on our way back down to Lima after we finish Crow's Nest here. Remind me, please, and I will cover it on the way back down. Crow coins to silver. I will say that normally crow coins on the ocean, when you're trying to make your Carrack, you should save your crow coins for the green gear for your Carrack. I don't have green gear on this particular Carrack because it's all because I'm a Giga Chad and I have all blue gear. But on my other Carrack, I have green gear. Okay, and you will get to see that. I recommend you need about 50,000 crow coins to get all 4 pieces to plus 10. All 4 of your things, your green gears to plus 10 on your Carrack. So I recommend saving all of the crow coins you get when you have your Caraval, when you have your Galleass, and you're working towards your Carrack. Save those, okay, and use them on the green gear once you get your Carrack. Get the coins from the. You can get coins from the pit daily as well. That is true, but we are boat people here. Okay, so the fog is going to start lifting here, and we're going to be able to see Crow's Nest. Crow's Nest looks a little janky. Here it is. I'm not sure where the entrance. I thought the entrance was like over there. Could have sworn. Okay, so you can see how cool. Honestly, this island looks really cool. Left? Are you sure? Because it kind of looks like it's over here. It's right there. Yeah, you're crazy. It is not left. It is right here. Okay. So here is the dock. I've been here many times. Okay. We are now at Crow's Nest. No, you're not. You're fine. That's why we have the professional making the guide. We're good. Okay, here's the wharf manager if you need to replace your stuff. Okay, but you want to run in. I actually want to see if the audio, if the music is playing. Where? Damn it. Where is the tab that I have the music open on? There it is. No, it's garbage. It's the garbage music. The music here used to be super good. Now it's on like some sort of like algorithm playing, so I won't demonstrate it, but the music at Crow's Nest was typically really good. So you run in here. Okay, so the Papu lover and I'm not even sure who the hell these people are. Like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever, who cares? You keep running. This is the person you're looking for, the Crow Coin Exchange Vendor, Ravinia. This person is going to have a quest for you, okay? It's the ship upgrade log is what you're looking for. What you're going to do is you're going to take it. She's going to give you a fortune cookie. Wait, why did it give me my Spectra? I literally did her quest. Why did it just... Whatever. Okay. She's going to give you a fortune cookie. I don't know where the fortune cookie is, but she's supposed to give you one. Just... Okay, those... Okay, these 2 quests are once you're... Okay, we're going to talk about these a little later. But you can exchange the 2 brilliant mats that you need for the Carrack. If you need one, you can exchange one for the other. No big deal. It's a small crow coin bit, but meet Ditzy, born on Lima Island. Ugh. All right, so I have to go to Lima. Okay, so I have to go to Lima. Oh, that's fine because I had to go to Lima anyway. All right, so it'll tell you where to go. You can't really auto path to it because you have to, because you're out in the middle of the ocean. It won't let you auto path. You just have to read it and understand where to go. All right, on the way back, we are going to explain sailors a little bit, and then I'll show you how to get them. Sailors in BDO are kind of like super sketchy. Okay, you see that's the bad island. Don't go near that island. You got to go around it. Yeah, we're actually just going to go down and around. Sailors in BDO are actually kind of sketchy. You can go hit P, go to sailor info. Here are all my different sailors. I happen to have some incredibly good sailors. Okay, because it took me forever to roll them. They are RNG. They are just like workers. Just like leveling up workers. Okay, so I have 5 innocent sailors. Innocents are considered the fastest sailors because they have the fastest speed stat. This endurance stat, these are like tricky, and I'm not sure why they did this, but each of these 4 stats on the sailor represents each of your 4 boat stats. Okay, endurance is speed. Wits is wits, awareness, and strength. I'm not sure of right now. But then there's season, wind. There's all this other stuff. Or there's patience, force, focus, and vision. These help you with various other things as well, such as cannon, like turn radius. You can like almost forward fire your cannon if you have enough of the ones that allow you to turn your cannons further. There's cannon increase and decrease, like cannon range. There is. What else am I missing? Speed, turn sailors. Turn sailors are really good. Okay, so what is considered good? You need 2 brains for this game, man. I know. Awareness is your turn. Awareness is your turn. Okay? This is an important stat if you're doing Crocks. Viewer 91. You're all right. Thanks that follow, buddy. Okay? You want a bunch of turn sailors. I'm pretty sure those are my turn sailors. Maybe they're not. Hold on. Are these my turn sailors? Maybe these are my turn sailors. No, those are my other sailors. Pretty sure awareness is turn. Okay, so if I equip all of those, typically, like they're boarding another vessel, you'll see they're boarding. That's because they're on my Valor, because that's the ship that I use for killing Crocks and different sea monsters. It helps you turn really fast. Normally, you're sailing in a circle when you're killing Crocks, and when you're killing high-level monsters on the ocean, and so the turn helps you pivot way faster. What's up, Kiwi? That's my favorite emote. Kiwi is a super queen. You guys should have joined me in following her. Turn that little heart at the top of your screen there into a green heart. She's a fantastic VTuber, and she has a voice from the gods. You're all welcome in advance. Show your Guru 50 barterer. Well, I'm Master 11 bartering on this character. Okay. I will say that I'm close to master sailing on some of my other sailors. This is my sub 50, so she's only professional 4. It really, on your barterer, all that really matters is that you have skilled sailing. That's all that matters. Best gremlin streamer. Fair enough. Wait, no, I want to go that way. All right, so we're almost to Lima at this point. So I recommend innocent sailors for anyone that's like starting out with BDO or starting out with bartering and stuff. Innocent sailors, you really can't go wrong with a nice 5 stack of innocent sailors. Okay, you need 5 innocent sailors because your Carrack can carry 5 sailors. Sailors take weight though. Okay, these motherfuckers are heavy. They're fucking heavy. Goblins are 200 pounds. Innocents are very light. Okay, so you're like 200 pounds. Yeah, no, they're overweight goblins. Okay, but if you look down at like this sailor here, this is a 300-pound mother. Okay. That guy is super, super heavy. Okay. This guy's also 300 pounds. Goblins are only 200 pounds, which is why innocent sailors are recommended because they take up weight on your boat. If you're sailing on a Caraval or a Galleass, I don't even recommend you have a sailor on the Galleass. On the Caraval, I recommend having a sailor on your boat so that you can actually do the little explore feature that we talked about before. Having that one sailor on your boat allows you to hit explore, and you can make a lot of extra money doing that. You can do that on the Galleass too, but it's going to cost you because you only have 8,000 total weight. It's like 200 weight is kind of a big deal. Okay, the giants are 500. Very good. Yes. Okay, but again, I recommend Innocence because they are the fastest speed Carracks. Each one of these is giving my boat close to 3.5% speed. 5 of them means I'm getting like 15%, a little over 15% speed. Just from my sailors, which is really good. Really good. You can now have up to 10 innocent sailors on your boat. Okay, yes, that is true. I forgot. They updated that recently. You can have much more, there's much more cabin space, but you do have to spend pearl shop money to get it. And you have to level up 5 more innocent sailors. So like, also, innocent sailors cost weight. That's another 1,000 weight. So just bear that in mind. And again, that's why the advance is the best. Because you can have all 10 sailors and 2,000 weight is nothing for you. Okay? So like the advance is super good because you have extra weight to spare. You can speed the boat up with sailors and try to get close to where the Volante is and still have extra weight, like way more weight than the Volante has. If that makes sense. Okay. Why is it telling me that I've never... Look, every time I talk to her, it's telling me that I've never met her before. Like I've never talked to this woman in my life. All right, this is your Crow Coin shop. This is Jesus sent you here. This is where you make your money. This is where you make your money. Okay. Ebenruth's null. 2 million crow coins. Don't even look at it. It doesn't exist. Idiots will tell you that Ebenruth's null is the easiest treasure item in the game to get. That's because they're fucking morons and they have no idea what they're talking about. The time that it takes to get 2 million crow coins is roughly 2.5 years of doing your barter refreshes every single day, draining your parlay to 0. Okay. It's fucking miserably awful. Okay. You might as just go to Crocks. Don't do this. Just go to Crocks if you want Ebenruth's null. Don't even, this doesn't exist. Now, this one is actually super worthwhile. Polly already bought the null from the merchant. That's because the old barter system allowed him to get many more crow coins per day. You can't do that anymore. It's almost impossible to do now. Okay? Again, it takes you over 2 years to get it done if you do your barters every single fucking day. It's miserable. It's miserable. Khan's concentrated magic will help you get Khan's heart. Okay? It's basically Khan's heart. 80k crow coins is something like 8 billion silver. Okay, that's super worth it because Khan's is only 10 billion on the marketplace, so that's a win. That's a win. Do you have the new boat? Not yet. I'm going to show you how to do the weekly here in a second. As far as the cron, don't do this. Don't do this. The coffer stones are a lot. Oh, please don't tell me Okay, so coffer stones, 560 crow coins. So that's what, 5.6 mil? Oh wait, no, that's 56 million for 20 coffer stones. Okay, so that's 56 million silver or so. You just move the decimal over if you want to know how much silver it is. That's roughly. Yeah, this is all rough, like translational size. But move the decimal over once. That's how many million silver that's worth. Okay, 20 coffer stones for 56 million silver. How much fucking money are we really saving here? Right? Technically, it's worth it, but if you try to sell them on the marketplace, well, you're going to lose money in tax. Okay? Isn't that faster than some people's Elton piece? You spelled Elton wrong, you Neanderthal. He's referencing the fact that it took me 4 years to get my Elton piece. I swear to God, I will ban you. Okay, so the way that most people get their money is right here. You can buy these, and they will give you base Manos. L10. L10. E. There's an E. Oh my God. Need an adult. Okay. You can buy 1 Manos thing per day. So if I wanted to buy 4 of these a day, I could. But you can't buy more than 1 of each per day. Okay. 2.5k crow coins a piece. Go to town. This is how most people translate their crow coins into money. Okay. This is how most people translate it into money. They also can try to enhance them as well. Okay. I'm not sure how much Manos. Yeah, so these are definitely worth doing because these are maxed out. Right, you can definitely make money doing this. It's definitely doable. Okay. If you scroll down, this is the boat gear for the green gear for the Carracks. It's the same for every Carrack, okay? So you need the Toro cannon, Toro figurehead, Toro sail, Toro plating. Okay, you notice they're 10k a piece. That's 40k, and then it's about 10,000 crow coins to enhance them. So like I said, 50,000 total crow coins to get full plus 10 green gear the second you have your Carrack. I recommend doing that. Have you seen Divio's hot take? No, I have not. Elton piece. That's just a part of the compass. You need the Vodkins and the thick guy at Achman's as well. Yeah, those are really easy to get those, and most people don't struggle with those. All of this stuff at the bottom here is for your blue boat gear, okay? Except for this Ravinia moss remover, which we will talk about in a moment. The Starlight hardener, the emulsifier, the adhesive, the violent wave plywood, all of this shit. So this is like these three right here. You need 100 of each of these to make each piece of your blue gear for your Carrack. So if you're going like super late game Carrack, your blue gear is expensive, by the way. Every single piece of blue gear on your Carrack is going to be something like 20 to 35 billion silver. In terms of overall opportunity costs, the materials you're going to take to make it, the crow coins, everything together, you're looking at least 20 to 35 billion or so to work on those. Okay. What is this? What do you say? Did you link it? Like, is there a... You linked it, yeah, but like you didn't put a timestamp on there, so I can't watch it. Okay. If you want to save money on your blue gear, okay, if you just... Okay. This is an important thing to realize on the ocean. Everything on the ocean can be solved. Everything you need can be solved by bartering. Bartering. What? How do I get my blue gear? I'm gonna barter more. How do I get my Carrack? I'm gonna barter. How do I get my Caraval? Barter. Okay, you barter for everything. Okay, if you don't want to do any Crocks at all, if you don't want to do Lekrashan, you don't want to do Crocks, you don't want to do anything. Okay, you can just buy 100 of these, buy 100 of these, buy 100 of these. It's gonna blast you for crow coins, but you can do it. Otherwise, you need to do Crocks, and you can buy these for 250, 250. Yeah, you can buy the two that you need for 250 a piece, and then the other one is basically like free because you just slam them together. You can just do Crocks and buy these blue ones, and you'll see they're a lot cheaper. Okay, so I recommend doing Crocks if you're going to get your blue gear, and you come here, you buy 100 of each of these, and you put them together. Okay, Crocks drops 4 different things. It's almost like I have this shit ready to go. They drop Violent Sea Monster Bones, Violent Sea Monster Scales, Violent Sea Monster Ooze, and they also drop Crocks Scales, which I don't have any of. Well, I actually might. Yeah, they are. Okay, they also drop Crocodile Scales. Okay, so like you need all of those things from Crocks. You need 100 of each of those things. Make it easy on you. You go to Crocks, you just kill a bunch of Crocks. You know, what are those? What are Crocks, Blue? Open your map. Here's Okia's Eye for reference. Way up here. These things right out here. So here's Land of the Morning Light right there. Crocks is right here. There's a big rotation you can do. You go out there, you can do it solo, or you can do it in a party. It allows you to do a party of 2, I believe. So you can go out there with your buddies. It is technically boat party contact. You go out there with your Carrack. You blast the bejesus out of them with your little cannons, eh? Shiro AE. Hey, girl, hey. Thanks for that follow, buddy. I appreciate that. Okay, so that's what Crocks is. You use that for the blue gear. Okay, that's really the only reason you're going to Crocks. Also, Ebenruth Null, which is the treasure item that we talked about just a few moments ago, also drops from Crocks, technically speaking. It's very, very rare. It will technically drops it will actually drop a moss. Okay, I don't have one because I activated them all.
2128 just subscribe.
Odin 2128, thanks for that brand new Prime sub. Nothing makes me wetter than a brand new Prime sub. Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Absolute hero supporting me. What's up, Clancy? How you doing, big man or big woman? Love the bartering content. Well, thank you. Okay, Ebenruth Null. Ebenruth Null is the rarest treasure item in the game, hands down. Okay, so you come out to Crocks, you're like, all right, I want my Ebenruth because I can't get it through the sea coins. Okay, yeah, the crow coin, like you can technically buy it from the Lima shop, but like it's 2 million. Again, it's going to be over 2 years. Or you got to sail out to Crocks. So you're going to do Crocks. Crocks is going to drop this thing called a moss-covered map. I'm going to lay this out on an infograph. It's going to go moss-covered map. Okay? You're going to get like 2 of those an hour. Tops. Okay? 2 of those an hour, roughly. Maybe you get 3, 4 if you're carried. You want to do Arsha. By the way, Arsha is... Crocks are affected by drop rate and Agris. So when you're doing them, you need to be running Gold Loot Scroll Agris, or you're griefing yourself. Okay? Gold Loot Scroll Agris. Now, if you're just going for, and that's if you're going for the blue gear. If you're just going for Ebenruth, you can just run a blue Loot Scroll and just be on Arsha, okay? You want to make sure that you're on Arsha. on Arsha. I think the rarest item in the game is from alchemy. I'm talking about treasure items. This is treasure items specifically. Okay, so you're gonna get a moss covered map. The moss covered map is gonna give you something. Hold on. Map. It's called Torn Treasure Map, I believe. Right here, Torn Treasure Map piece. You'll notice I have a bunch of them, and you'll notice they all look different. There are 9 different treasure map pieces. When you get your moss covered map, there we go. When you get your moss covered map, you'll use this Ravinia moss moss remover. Okay, you have to do this within 24 hours, by the way, or the map expires. This stuff in here, I usually buy a bunch of this Ravinia's moss river. You just use simple alchemy on a moss covered map and this stuff, and it'll give you one of 2 things. It'll either give you a torn piece of the map, or it'll give you the treasure map of a sailor. The treasure map of a sailor drops at maybe like a 1, maybe 2% drop rate from that, so don't count on it. You're probably going to get the torn map. I've never gotten the treasure map piece of a sailor from it. I've done it probably 200 times. Okay, it's really rare. It's really rare. That's not to say you can't get it. I've seen people get it. It definitely works, but like typically you're going to have to get all 9 pieces, and then you combine them in your inventory. You just put them together, and then it gives you the treasure map of a sailor. But wait, there's more. Okay, so now let's say you get, and by the way, you can get doubles. You can get doubles. Okay, so let's say you got all 9 of your pieces. It's probably going to take 14 pieces, 15 pieces to get your map, but now you're going to get the treasure map of a sailor. Okay, it's this little thing called a treasure map of a sailor, and it's going to send you on a quest to some random part of the map. Again, this has to be completed within 24 hours for some unknown reason. Okay, and then it's gonna send you, eventually you're gonna follow that quest line, and it's gonna give you this chest. Sunken chest of a forgotten sailor or something. It's some grandiose chest. Okay, it might not be called sunken chest of a forgotten sailor, but like, you get it. Okay, you get this chest, and again, it's gonna send you to some random place in the world. Okay, mine sent me to hold on. Mine sent me over here. Mine was right here. Mine sent me right here. It can also send you over here to like somewhere around Paddocks, north of Paddocks. I've seen people around Ilya. Like, there's a bunch of different places. Okay, all right, so you get your sunken chest of a forgotten sailor. Remember, you get 1 or 2 moss covered maps an hour. You need all 9 of them to be unique to get the treasure map of a sailor. Then once you're done with that, you get the sunken treasure chest of a sailor for doing the fucking quest line. You open this, it has a 1% chance. People have said 2% chance, 1% chance, maybe 2% chance to drop the Ebenruth's null. And then you have to do it all over again. And again, and again, and again. Can the Ebenruth's null drop as a raw drop? No, it cannot. You must go through this process. This is how you work through and get Ebenruth's null. It's very, very difficult. It's probably the rarest treasure. In fact, it is the rarest treasure item in the game. The merchant ring be damned. The Ebenruth's null is much more difficult to get, just because you have to make your own Carrack. You have to get all of your blue gear on that Carrack, and then you have to do this ridiculous process for hundreds of hours to try it for chances at the Ebenruth's null. I know people that have been going for it for thousands of hours and still don't have it. It's just the way that it goes. Okay, it is a super rare item. Very few people on the server have it, so just bear that in mind. But that is the Ebenruth's null. Isn't there some alchemy stone item that's literally impossible? Again, this is treasure items. I'm talking about treasure items. So if you compare it to the merchant ring, either potion, the Laffy Bed Mountains compass, archaeologist map, or the telescope, this is the rarest item in the game compared to those things. Okay, what does it do? That's a good question. All right, so Ebenruth's null. As you guys are aware, there's this thing called instant excel on your boat. It's called breezy sail. It's called breezy sail. Okay, if you equip Ebenruth's null to your boat, you get S instant excel. You get the second breezy sail. Okay, so imagine yourself. I have seen there's somebody in the Carrack community. People don't realize how powerful this item is. Okay, this is like driving a horse that has S instant excel in a race of horses that all only have instant excel, right? Like, it's that good. I have seen Lolly Pirate is one of the red sailors on the ocean for Black Desert Online. Okay, so he sails around and he basically just sinks people all day. He's one of the reasons I recommend you do it on a sub 50, because his content is he just sails around sinking people. I have seen entire fleets of Carracks sail into Lolly Pirate and all die before hitting a single shot on that boat. You will not win. If your opponent has an Ebenruth null, you are sunk. It really doesn't matter. Unless they're really fucking bad at the game, you are sunk. The Ebenruth null is such a dramatic advantage on the ocean that you actually just cannot win if you're trying to PvP them. And they're going to PvP you because they know they have the upper hand. Duplay27, thanks so much for that brand new Prime sub, buddy. Nothing makes me better than a brand new Prime sub. Thank you, thank you. He's the Black Pearl. Now he's Davy Jones. He's Davy Jones. That motherfucker just sinks everything. Motherfucker just sinks everything. But like, that's Ebenruth's null in a nutshell right there. Let's talk a little bit about, so we've covered most of that stuff, guys. Please tell me if I'm missing stuff. The point of these live guides is that you guys can also ask questions. Can you go over the nodes you need for the blueprints? That's exactly what I was going to do next. Okay, so let's go over what you need to get the, okay, so you have your Carrack now. Okay, and you've got your green gear on your Carrack because you need your green gear plus 10 on your Carrack to really make it like really good. Okay, Shady Kami, hey girl, hey, thanks for that follow, buddy. Now you want to go for your blue gear. Blue gear is a little more complicated. Yes, you have to do Crocs, but there's this other thing that you have to do in addition to doing Crocs. You have to connect your nodes. Okay, there are these special nodes that give a very special resource in Black Desert. This is very specifically for blue gear. You connect this way, this. Okay, you go all the way up this way. Okay, and there's these nodes up here. I believe the first one is here. Yeah, you have to talk to the node manager to even uncover this. Okay, like you have to chat with them. Okay, it's hidden. It's secret knowledge. Secret knowledge. I've got the play here. This allows you to get Chiro's cannon. Okay, so this is your cannon blue gear. You need 10 of those blueprints per piece. 10. Okay, they drop very rarely. Okay, so you need to have these going if you're planning. And this starlight powder, you need a load of that starlight powder. Okay, iron ore, you don't give a shit about that. The starlight powder is really, really rare. Okay, I have had this node running for, on God, 2.5, 3 years. Okay, now keep in mind, I used a lot of my starlight powder to like upgrade my boat gear and stuff. So I used like probably 6,000 starlight powder just to upgrade my boat gear. Okay, so now I have 1,500 extra starlight powder if I want to do another set of boat gear. Okay, this one has the sail. Okay, so you go up from El Naha to Rassid Island. This one's got the sail and again more starlight powder. Okay, then you can come over here. This one is the figurehead and again starlight powder. And this one, you guessed it, is the black plating with the starlight powder. It doesn't matter what Carrack you're going for. All 4 of the Carracks need 10 blueprints of each type. So if you want the plating, you need 10 platings. You want the figurehead, you need 10 figureheads. You want the cannon, you need 10 cannons, etc. Okay. Mine's been running for 2 months and I have 218. That's my point. And I have really good workers, right? Okay, so when you click on Ilya, there's a very special ship workshop here. For blue gear, it's Ilya 3. This one right here. Okay. There's going to be a Chiro's ship part workshop. You can see all the blue gear for all the different Carracks are listed here. Okay. This is the Volante is blue. The Valors is red. Okay. The Balances is green. LOL, balance blue gear, CAC W. And then the Advances is gold because we're just the best. Okay. So like, and you'll notice, okay, we need all this random stuff. Violent plywood, delicately polished support, wave adhesive, fuck all that shit. Don't even worry about that stuff. Just know, okay, you have to do Crocs, a shitload of Crocs, and you have to have these nodes. That's it. That's all the blue gear is. They make it sound all complicated. I need all this stuff. No, you just need to do Crocs and you need to have the nodes. It's that simple. You can have a VOD from Siege. I missed it. Yeah, it'll be up tomorrow. On YouTube. Okay. That is the blue gear and the Chiro's workshop. Oh, this is a tough one. I forgot to cover this. This little This little piece of shit right here. These are the stones that you need to enhance your blue gear. And I'm warning you right now. Good morning, shiny little person. Ding, ding. Look at that. Okay. These are the stones you need to enhance your blue gear. Okay. They are expensive. Extremely, extremely expensive. You need a shitload of crow coins for these. And starlight powder. This is what you need the starlight powder for. 10 starlight powder per stone. And you're going to need 1 to 200 stones per piece. Okay. Each one of these stones is roughly 80 million silver. If you factor in the memory fragment cost, because you have to gas up, the blue gear has to be gassed up with memory fragments. You're talking about 100 million silver at least a click. Probably 120 million silver a click. On a 6% chance. You just vaporize it. These also take a lot of time to make. Each one of these takes like an hour or two. Okay, so you basically have to run this around the clock in order to get your blue gear. It used to take 5 or 6 hours to make one Sunset Blackstone. Blow my head off. In game, of course. Now they nerfed it down to like an hour or two, but it still takes forever. Okay. The solar and lunar blackstones are just acquired with crow coins. Basically, you just go to that Lima shop that we talked about, and you can craft them by the Lima shop over there. But basically, it's just a shitload of crow coins, and it's going to cost you a lot of money to do this. Like again, upgrading your blue gear is going to rip your nutsack off. It is a lot of silver. It's a huge investment. So the fact that I have full +10 blue gear represents probably, I don't know, 180 billion worth of silver and time, right? Because you're talking about opportunity costs too. You got to sail back and forth. The biggest problem with Crocks is that it's way out in the middle of nowhere. Now you've at least got Okia's Eye. I mean, you've got this port at least like relatively close now. This is reasonable. You can sail back and forth, but like every time you run out of cannonballs or you run out of health, you got to sail off to the side. You got to repair your boat. It takes forever. You run out of cannonballs. You got to sail all the way back and then all the way back again. It's really tough, man. It's cumbersome, but I enjoy doing it. There's something else I want to talk about. I think the old craft timer used to be 16 hours. It was a long time. I had a goblin doing it, so. Why do you only do 5 sailors instead of 10? Because I am elitist about my sailors, and I have not gotten... Okay, so, like, if my sailor is below... Okay, here's a good rule of... Honestly, I'm glad he asked me that. So here's a good rule of thumb for sailors. Okay, sailor info. If your sailor hits hitting level 8 on your sailor doesn't take very long. Level 9 and 10 takes forever. So if you have your innocent sailors, like I told you to get before, if you have innocent sailors, get them to level 8, and if they're speed... This endurance stat is not over 3.0. 3.0 or higher. You dumpster the sailor and do it again. Okay? Like, I refuse to have sailors on my boat, which are stupid. Sailors are interesting because you can hire them through multiple means. That was a good question. Thank you. Old was 8 hours. Now you can get them in 25 minutes in the Land of the Morning Light workshop. There's the Land of the Morning Light workshop for Chiro's workshop. I didn't even know there was. I didn't read that in the patch notes. You have to tell me where it is. Okay, so you notice I ran up these stairs here. Normally there's sailors. Okay, sailors must be hired. They're not like the workers that you get from the worker vendor where you just roll them. They have to be hired, which means you have to find them walking around in the world or in town. It's actually oh! Look at that. There's a quick sailor. Don't be confused. That guy is stupid. You just look right over him. You just don't even... We don't even like... We're looking for innocent, realistic. Very good. Realistic sailors and innocent sailors. Realistics are for turn, and innocents are for speed. I recommend innocence only when you're starting out. Okay, so there's no innocence here. But in Velia, there's various places where sailors can spawn. Okay? The one spot is, you guys just saw it. There's one spot north of Ilya. There's also a spot down here in Velia that they can spawn at. Okay, which we're going to walk to. I'm going to show you right now. And then they can also spawn in Port Epheria. There we go. They can also spawn in Port Epheria out by the beach over here. So if you, they like right here. Okay, so you can get sailors from like those 3 are like the main locations that you can get them from. This is like night school for BDO. Yeah, I am a teacher IRL, so there is that. Okay, so we're going to come in here. All right. Normally people come in here to black robe people. We don't look at that. That's the dark. Oh! How convenient was that? Okay, so you walk up, you find the innocent sailor standing here. Okay, you click hire sailor. Not enough goods. Oh, shoot. You need the sailor contract certificate. You can get that from Walmart. As we discussed before, Philaberto Falasi has them. Most wharf managers also have them. Oh, so it says he joined my crew right here at the top here. Okay, so I got him. All right, there's a chance that they refuse to join you because you look fucking ugly. Make sure you bring your Dark Knight. Okay, the Dark Knight. Oh, he's walking out with me. Look, there he goes. Bartali behind you had it. Really, Bartali? You can get it? Okay, so the Bartali. Okay, so shop. Okay, so here's the sailing certificates right here. So if you need sailing certificates, you can. This is very convenient. I'm glad they put this here. Here's the sailing certificates. This is what you need to hire them. That's what I just used right there. I just happen to have one. I just got another innocent sailor. Sweet. This stuff is for recovering your sailor's condition. Okay, your sailor's condition decreases if you run out of rations on your boat, if your boat sinks, and those are really the only two real things. Every once in a while you'll explore and your sailor condition will decrease, but really it's not very much. I don't even know if that's really a thing anymore. They may have removed that. But like really the two big things are don't let your boat sink or your sailors are going to get sick. And if your sailors get sick, it's really expensive. It's really expensive. So we're going to look at sailors. Okay. Manage sailors. If your sailor is sick, you can see all of their different health. These are like their different bars here. Okay. You want to just casually manage that because they will decrease over time, like casually over time. And you can basically just recover their condition with this food stuff. This bread. I just buy the raisin bread and gas them up. Here, I'll buy a few and I'll demonstrate. Okay. Manage sailors. You can just recover condition for all. Click the raisin bread and click confirm. Okay, sailor is already on that ship. Okay, so I can't do it right now because they're actually on a boat. Right, but like they have to be in the harbor in order to actually gas them up. If you're out on the ocean, you can't really gas them up. You have to do it at wharf manager and you have to disembark them. Okay, if you want to put a sailor on your boat, you just click on the sailor and then you click board. Okay, and then you can disembark. You can take them off the boat. Obviously, I'm not going to put a sailor on my Bartali boat. I don't recommend you even putting sailors on your boat until you have a Caraval or a Galleass. Galleass is kind of sketchy. You can kind of roll without one if you want to. Okay, that's how sailors work. If you need to get your sailors back, if they are sick, you have to use this special stuff. Let's see. Uh-oh. What's it called? Oh, it's Elixir of Regeneration. I don't know why I'm thinking. You need this stuff. You notice how expensive this is? Per sailor. Meaning if you sink your boat and all 5 of your sailors get sick, because it's a really high chance, you're looking at 100 mil probably to get them back up to full, because you have to buy Elixir of Regeneration for each one of them. And then you have to gas them up with the bread we just talked about. Okay, so like that's how you get your sailors back if they get sick. What's up, Kalia? How you doing, sister? Let me give a shout out for Kalia. Kalia is a fantastic VTuber. Please join me in following her. Turn that purple button there at the top. Turn that into a green button for me. How can you farm the elixir? Okay. So in order to make this, you need Mandragoria Essence. That's what I was typing in. That's the throttle. You need Essence of Power, Oil of Regeneration, and Troll Blood ×2, Grape ×4. Okay, this is it. This is simple alchemy. Simple alchemy. You can see the recipe is right there at the bottom. You can see it there. Mandragoria Essence. I'm not even. I want to show you because I don't have any Mandragoria Essence on me. I want to show you what it looks like. I want to show you what it looks like. This. You get Mandragoria Essence from the Crow Coin shop. You can buy it from the Crow Coin shop. It's 100 Crow Coins. Okay. Or you can just buy the Elixir of Regeneration off the market, which is what I recommend because Crow Coins are invaluable. Crow Coins can only be obtained while bartering. I don't recommend you use them to gas your sailors back up. Just buy the Elixir of Regeneration off the market. It's way easier. Okay. All right. We went through sailors. We went through blue gear. I have not talked about Lekrashan yet, which is probably a term that no one in the chat even understands what it is. Is that my boy not the worst? Oh my gosh, his guides are so good. His guides are so good. Not the worst. Thank you so much for that raid. Everybody come over from Not the Worst stream. Hey girl, how you guys all doing? We're doing an everything ocean and boats guide. Everything ocean and boats guide. We've actually gotten through almost all of it at this point, and I'll cut it up and put it on YouTube for everybody. We're actually talking about Lekrashan right now. Lekrashan is this monster right here. Lekrashan is huge. So essentially what happens is this is a 3-party grind spot. You come with 3 Carracks. You can do it solo if you're a Giga Chad. I do it solo. I've killed Lekrashan solo like 6 times. It's really tough to do because if you hit your boat 1 time, half health. That dude turbos you. Let me see if I can find. So what you do when you come into the Lekrashan habitat is there's going to be a bunch of 9 sharks and black rusts. Okay? There's a bunch of 9 sharks and black rusts surfing all over the place here. You kill them. Just shoot them all to death. And eventually they will drop a very special item that will spawn Lekrashan. Okay? It might take 1 hour. It might take 6 hours. It depends on how many people you have and how fast you're killing the mobs. Okay? Not anymore. It must have gotten nerfed. Okay. Well, I mean, it did go through some changes.
Hello guys. Welcome back to Chris Poly channel.
I get it. I get it, Chris. We love you. Okay. Where is...
If you take the surface of the deep sea,
okay, so this is when it activates. She shut your mouth. I don't even honestly, you guys want to do hard mode, you just turn the subtitles off. This is the notification when Lekrashan spawns. You see he's fighting a bunch of 9 sharks and black rusts here. Okay. Okay. So it spawns.
You see?
He sails over to there it is.
And we notice to kill this Lekrashan, not to.
Okay, you'll know this is Lekrashan right here. That thing is fucking huge. It is massive. It is massive.
Not like field boss. Its movement not so fast. As
he's swimming after him right now.
But if you got
I can't believe he did this in low graphics because it's kind of a chore. Okay, so he sprayed him and it did 1/4 of his health. Polly's got full blue gear on his boat.
Actually, you can get
it does huge damage. Can we hear him say leprechaun? You guys are toxic. But yes.
We notice to kill this Lekrashan, not too hard.
Lekrashan. It's Lekrashan. Just so we're clear. It is Lekrashan. Okay. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It's this giant thing. And it drops this thing called a Sea Crystal. Are you taking any gear advice, Redeems? I will after this. It drops this thing called a Sea Crystal. We're going to go back to my other character. Actually, now it's a good time to go over here. You guys, I briefly mentioned my Sea Crystal before. I have a Zalusha Sea Crystal. On my main boat, it's a speed crystal. That's a blue grade crystal. Really tough to get. Okay. 10 greens make a blue, 10 blues make a gold. And the gold is really rare. If you see someone link a gold sea crystal to you, that man's boat deck is literally so big he could fit 10 girls at the same time on that boat deck. Okay. This is my Valor. There are many like it, but this one is mine. This is what the sea crystals look like. Essentially, you open them up and they give you a random stat. This one gave me 9,000 durability. Okay, there's another one on the boat that I think gave me weight. I'm actually... Okay, so this is actually the guy... If we want to talk... Okay, so we're going to transition off of Carracks a little bit here. And we're going to talk about the new box boat thing. The Panokseon. Okay, this is the guy right here. Yoon. Y-O-O-A-N. This is the guy you need to talk to for the Panokseon Weekly. You talk to him, hit the quest, pirate trouble, you accept it, and then you're off to the races. Okay? Now we're going to go out and do the Pirate Weekly. You'll notice that I actually do have the Carrack skin for this as well. I promise you, I needed it. There's nothing I could do. Hey, Blue, what up, Region? How you doing? Hi, Poppy. I hear you are the PvP daddy of BDO. Is this true? I would not call myself the PvP daddy. Honestly, usually when you're the receiver or when you're clasping at the ankles, you are considered mommy, even if you have a Y chromosome. In that sense, I would consider myself very much so a mommy. I do have patented knee pads as well. Valor or Volante, we talked about that before. Okay, Valor is a PvE boat, Volante is the PvP boat. Okay. Okay. If you are gonna buy, all right, this is really important. If you are gonna buy a skin for your boat, okay, we're gonna come down to mount right here. There's 4 Carrack skins, and then there's a shitty, hold on, where is the, I want to show you what not to do. All right, do not buy this. Do not buy fishing boat sets. Do not buy this. This is a $50, and if you like lighting your money on fire, this can be put on the Galleass, it can be put on the sailboat, but it can't be put on the Carrack. So essentially what you are doing is you're buying this boat so that you can use it for like a month or 2, and then you will never, ever use it again. $50. Do not buy this. This is the dumbest idea. Honestly, if you bought this because you felt you needed it, thank goodness Perlibus took your money because you're bad at spending it. Okay? If you move up here, the Carrack skins are also extremely expensive. You'll notice they're $63 per skin. That's way too much. Do not spend $63 on this. Okay? This is a terrible idea. What you do is you wait for them to go on sale and you save a coupon. Okay? You go, so the first thing you do is you go to the Pearl box. You need a 60 plus 60 sale, or you need a 10 plus 10 sale, or a 20 plus 20 sale. Okay, you need to wait for the 10 plus 10s and the 20 plus 20, because essentially that's 50% off of everything on the Pearl shop. Don't buy pearls unless you're getting the 1+1 boxes. It's griefing. Okay, you get 2 times as much pearls in the 1+1 boxes, literally 2 times. Okay, so it's 50% off everything in the shop. So we're already down to like $30. Okay, then you wait for them to give you a coupon, and you wait for the Carrack skins to go on sale. When the Carrack skins go on sale, you get a coupon. You're talking about like 75% off. Then the Carrack skins only like 20 bucks or so. Then it's better. Then 20 bucks for a Carrack skin, super reasonable. These give you, you'll notice there's dragons flying beside my boat. All of the different Carrack skins give you different animations. The advanced gives you a constellation. It looks really clean. The Valor, which is what we're riding on right now, gives you dragons. The Volante is dolphins, and the Balance is garbage. Sponsored, canceled after this stream. Yeah, that's the min-maxing I like. Yeah, I don't recommend people spending crazy amounts of money on the game like idiots. Okay, if you're gonna buy the pro, like, I get it. The skin is really fucking cool. All right, yeah, the skin looks badass. You look like literally Daenerys Targaryen. Hold on. Oh, hold up. You guys got it. This sale is so juiced. The Valor sale is so juiced. All right, hold on. We got to turn off the thing. Yeah, I can't see it. Can I just lean against the side of my boat? Yes. Okay, hold on. You literally look like Daenerys Targaryen, okay? Sailing around with your... This is pretty badass. Can the other players see the cool dragon effects? Yes. As far as I'm aware, yes. Allie, see. Allie, why are you playing 9 different games, Allie? What is going on with that? Stop playing 3 different games. Come back to BDO. We love you. Please. I keep logging into your stream and you're playing Lost Ark. It's driving me nuts. Can we get the outfit with the can we get outfit with some skin effects? I mean, they release normal skins with these effects too. Again, I don't recommend spending $60 on a Carrack skin, but if you're going to spend 20 or 30 bucks, it's definitely worth it. It's super nice. It gives you weight, it gives you speed, turn, brake, all kinds of stuff. So it gives you 600 weight, 3% move speed, 100,000 durability, and 5% turn. That's really fucking good. It's really fucking good. Am I going the right fucking way? Oh shit. Am I going the right I'm going the right fucking way, right? Like Oh, I need to go down that way. I need to go down to the southeast. Don't get stuck in the cyclones, although they look like they don't do anything. Sometimes you bug out and then you can't do shit. How do you feel about crystals and light stones? I feel good about them. They are nice. 5 parrots pay to win or no? Don't do 5 parrots. That's stupid. The only reason you need 5 parrots is because you want to min-max your weight on an advance or some crazy shit. And really, it's only... You could have 5 tier 4 parrots. The reason he's saying this, guys, is because the parrot gives you weight on your boat. And it gives you like 20 weight. But if it's tier 4, it gives you like 100 weight. Okay? So if you have 5 parrots, it gives you 500 weight. But if you have 5 tier 4 parrots, it's 500 weight. Do you know how much that's useful on the ocean? It's not. Don't fucking bother. Okay? Unless it's going to put you over the edge and you're trying to min-max your boat to like the massive extreme. And keep in mind, I am someone that has done this. I have maximized my balance or my my advance to the extreme. Okay? I need a comp. I'm lost. Okay? I'm lost. I may have fucked up. I'm sailing. It's like this way, something like this. Yeah, unless you're min-maxing to the extreme, I really don't recommend doing the parrot thing. It's really never worth it. 500 weight on the ocean is nothing. Most barter materials are going to cost 1,000 weight. Okay, and honestly, bartering, like, honestly, it used to go in groups of 4. Now it's groups of 6, I think, because you can do 6 T5 barters per thing. Now. Oh god, I forgot I don't have that. I think you can do 6. So 6 every like 6,000 weight is substantial. Every like 6,000 weight is substantial. Why is there a giant trading boat out here? I'm working on my Galleass and I have 530 crow coins. No idea how. What do I spend them on? Nothing. You save them until you get your Carrack. You need 50,000 crow coins to get the green gear on your Carrack. Like, what if I don't want the green gear on my Carrack? Then just stop doing ocean stuff. This is not for you. You need the green gear on your Carrack or you're just, it's useless. Oh, I already have a compass? I would like to... Thank you. Okay. Oh. We're here. I literally sailed directly into it. I'm on Calpheon 1, so I can't see the mobs. That's super smart. I'm such a genius. I'm super smart. Okay, alright. That's fine. I don't even care. Siege is happening. Where are you going? So to do your weekly for the Panokseon, you have to kill 2 little baby boats, or I think it's 3 little baby pirate ship boats. It has to be the 3 baby pirate ship boats. One of them is right next to the boat right now. Please get me on the wheel before I get sunk. Thank you so much. That's great. Oh, look, there's one right there. Okay, so now we're going to get a lesson on how to shoot stuff. So you hit E or Q to kind of activate your cannons. Okay, and then you shoot. Oh, good. Yeah, the wave blocked the entire shot. That's great. Oh, no, one of the cannonballs did hit. Oh, good. Nice. Sick. So I am going to shoot this. I'm just going to broadside it. There we go. And then I'm going to sail it over here. Honestly, the transparent mast, you're watching how important the transparent mast is. Oh my god, dude. It's... Alright, so sometimes boat PvP bugs, and you can only shoot the water right next to your boat. That is why boat PvP is kind of a fucking meme, and there's nothing I can fucking do about that. I'm sorry. There are special pets on the ocean that allow you to pick up stuff from a distance. Why? Okay, there we go. Like, there's, like, I recommend those long-distance pets for the ocean. The parrots are basically useless. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get off the boat. We're going to get back on the boat. I really want to demonstrate. There we go. No. All right, I'm going to go to character select, and I'm going to come back. Normally, I wouldn't bother, but I really want to show you guys how to shoot the cannons. It's bugged right now because sometimes the waves interact with the boat in different ways, and that's exactly why they can't do the blue battlefield. Because it's a joke. Because it's a fucking joke. When are you getting the new guild ship? Or when are we getting the new guild ship that you put your guildies under the deck? We don't know, but like that should be coming, and that should make it way more fun. Okay, so now I should be able to shoot this stuff. Okay, we need the transparent mast. This is killing me. You guys see why the transparent mast is very important, because you can't really see where you're going. Oh, look at this, so much better. So much better. All right, so now I can shoot this thing from way over here. You just aim and shoot. They'll boom, and firing 8 cannonballs at the same time. Oh, look, bam. Look how much faster that is. That's way better. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I kite the thing. I slalom back and forth. I stay out of its range. I turn back the other way. Boom, sunk. Didn't land a shot. Okay, if you're a good sailor, you don't have to get hit by anything ever for any reason. Okay, I would say that I recommend waiting. Like you need to watch like how the wind is blowing. So you need to put the sail up and put the sail down based on how the wind is blowing. Okay, so there's one over here too. We're gonna initiate. Our controller is best for sailing. Oh baby, okay, that was one of the small ones, and we just completed our mission. I kind of want to get the loot though, because you need the loot from these pirate ships for the Panokseon. Where did the oh, there it is. Okay, the Panokseon requires a bunch of these gold these pirate artifact things, and then also a bunch of these snails soaked in water. Okay, again, all of this, and you need like roughly 4 months of Panokseon designs. There is a workshop over here somewhere. It's like here. Shipyard. There it is. Damn, I nailed that. You need 30 Panokseon weekly, like the little design things that I just talked about there. You need 250 of the nails. You need 300 of the plywood and the glue. You're like, oh my god, how do I get that stuff? The Sapient coins or whatever. These things. That's how you get them. Okay. Yeah. The finely polished pine plywood there at the very bottom. Okay. The other thing is crafted with like this shit. Okay. So like really all you got to do is go out and kill a bunch of those things every week and then you come back. That's it. Does your boat last forever? It absolutely does. It does not go away. It can sink, but you just go get it back again. I hope that they ask me to come shoutcast this again this year. I shoutcasted it last year and I had such a great time. I'm really hoping that they choose me for this. They flew me to Pearl Abyss Studios and it was like some of the most fun I've ever had. It was so good. How many weeks are you away from the new ship? A lot. It's 4 months of weeklies every week. And you get 2 designs a day. You get 2 designs a week. I'm at 12. I'm at 14. I'm about to get 2 more. So I'm at 14 designs of 40. You only get 2 a week. You know what I mean? So I'm going to need 26 more designs. That's divided by 2 is 13. That's 13 more weeks. Why did they make it take forever? I don't know. To be honest with you, it was like really low effort. The Carracks system looked like it was like, okay, yeah, that's really cool. We have to do all these dailies. Oh, I forgot. Oh my gosh, how could I forget? Okay, for the Carrack, you need 3,000 minimum barters, or you will not be able to build any Carrack. And the reason is you have to get... Hold up, let me cook. Let me cook these things. You need 30 of those. These brilliant pearl shards, they don't actually show up until you have 3,000 barters. Okay? So you need 30 of those. So once you're at the... Because you need to barter all the time. If you're going to get the Carrack, you have to do the dailies every day. Because you're going to be really gated by dailies. And then you need to make sure you're bartering all the time. Because you need to get to 3,000 barters so you can get the brilliant pearl shards. And also the brilliant rock salt ingots. You need 30 of those as well. Okay? Mine sound like a stupid question, but how do you make silver from endgame sailing? Sorry if you mentioned it earlier. No, it's no problem. You go to Lima and you can trade your crow coins in for Manos accessories, which are worth a lot of money. But also, the tier 5 materials, you can sell these. You just do all your T5 material barters, and you can sell these for 7.5 mil a piece. You're getting 6 per island. Okay, so you can get close to 1 billion silver from T5 mats every day. Okay, if you do all 3 refreshes, you just vendor these. You vendor these for like, in fact, I can do it. Is my other character sitting at Ilya? Yes, she is. I will do that after we finish our weekly here. I'll show you guys how to sell the T5 mats and make money, okay? 3K for ship material reset, 5K for normal barter reset, right. Why do they make it take forever? Yeah, honestly, the Panokseon seemed like really low effort content to me. They really could have made it like fleshed it out a little bit. If you guys are wondering what the difference between the Panokseon and the Carracks are, the Panokseon basically just, it has lower base slots than every single other boat in the game, or all four of the Carracks. However, it has twice as many sailor slots, so it's very customizable in this way. Okay, so like you can like customize how many of each sailor you have on your boat and really kind of get the exact stats that you want to. Okay, that's kind of how it works. I will say that it also has a flamethrower on the front of the boat, which is pretty cool, and it's meant for combat. It's meant to just sit there and shoot the motherfuckers and kill them. Where the Valor and the Volante, you're going to be sailing around and doing a figure eight while you're doing Crocks, and you're kiting them like I just demonstrated and stuff, right? You're kiting them around and you're pulling them into packs. The Panokseon is just like, I pulled up and I shot them. Okay, the Panokseon makes it like brain dead easy. How do you fast travel from Ilya to the new region to do quests? That's the fun part. You don't. I just have an alt that sits out here with an extra Carrack that does it. Theoretically, you could speed run. You have blue gear now for the new ship. I have my blue gear for my old ships. But I don't have any blue gear for the Panokseon. I don't have the Panokseon yet, so there's no reason to get it. I have a character that sits out here with my extra Carrack. Yes, my extra Carrack. And she does the weekly for the Panokseon. Technically, you could just accept the quest here and have another alt that's sitting on the pirate territory. You accept the quest, switch to your alt, kill the dudes, switch back, and then complete the quest. You could speed run the Panokseon quest. You could get it done in like, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes. But like, I really don't want to waste another alt out there. This character is typically my sailing character. She's Artisan 5 sailing. I really like Artisan sailing because, as we talked about before, it gives me a super special, it gives me, where's the Artisan one? Abrupt turn. This is really good. This allows me to drift on the ocean. Here, let me demonstrate. So if we're doing this, we can... Yeah, do you see how I can drift the ass end of my boat out like this? This is really useful for doing Crocks. Okay, because you can slalom back and forth and then drift instant excel away from them. It's crazy good. Artisan sailing is really, really good at Crocks. And we're back. Okay, so I do this. I chat with this guy. Those drop from the monsters. You click accept. Boom, you're done. That's all there is to the Panokseon. Then you, like when you're getting close to the Panokseon, you turn in all your Sapion coins for the shit that you need for the boat and you're done. It's really not all that difficult. As far as being able to vendor T5 mats and like actually make money bartering, 2 ways to do it. 1, get crow coins and exchange them at Lima Island for Manos accessories. Okay, you can also get coffers and stuff, but generally speaking, it's depending on the marketplace, it's not worth it. Like right now, it's not worth it because coffers are not maxed out on the market, and even when it is, you really can't sell them for that much of a gain. It's really not super great. I don't like doing it. We're gonna get a submarine one day. I hope that we don't get a submarine. I hope that we get like a manta ray that you could like a mount that you can swim under the ocean with. Think bigger. Okay. All right. This sell items feature is crazy useful for bartering. Okay. Okay, I want to sell normally again 2 to 3. You want to save 2 to 3 T5 mats per section. So I'm going to sell all these. I'm going to sell all these. I'm going to sell all these. I'm going to sell these down. Sure. I'm going to sell these down. Okay, we're going to sell. Oh, can't register anymore. Okay, so sell all those. And we're going to do it again. Oh, not the butterfly. I want to do all these. Oh, can't write. Oh, there's another. There's 300 mil. And then oh, you get these T5 mats really quickly. You sail out, you do 6 barters, boom, there's 6. There's your 6 barter mat. Like, it's really nice. You get 3 barter refreshes per day, and I would say at maximum you're making about 400 to 500 mil per refresh if you have all of your barter routes unlocked. Please keep in mind that, again, if you don't have all your barter routes unlocked, that number is going to be a lot lower. How long does it take? Doing your barter routes can take various amounts of lengths of time, okay? There is no set in stone amount of time. It all comes down to how fast your boat is and how much weight you have. Weight is definitely more important than speed, but speed is important, okay? So I have an advance with full blue gear, and a, oh yeah, there's I forgot to show you guys the other crystals on the other boat, but that's okay. This is where the sea crystal slots in here. So I have a sea crystal for speed, full innocent sailors, blue gear, all of this stuff. I can get all 3 of my barter refreshes done in about 3 hours. Okay, and in 3 hours I make about 1.5 billion silver, maybe, like, if you include the crow coins, maybe 1.7, 1.8. Okay, at 6.6k barters, do I have all the routes unlocked? No, you need 20k. You need 20k. I think I have, I still have the tab open. Let me see if I can find it. Right here. Hold up. There it is. One more time. 10 barters, 30. So you have 5k barters done. 5.1 is the 10th barter cutoff. You need 10,000 barters for the next one and 20,000 for the last one. Okay? But I promise you, these are super worth it. These 2 are super worth. Okay? Because again, every extra barter, you need to understand that every single barter route is another set of T5s that you can get. Okay? I can't refresh again because I have to wait 2 hours. Okay? Actually, there is something that you can do. You can reduce the refresh cooldown by using parlay. Parlay is something we didn't discuss. Oh, I can't believe I forgot to discuss parlay. Parlay is up here, and this dictates how many exchanges you can do per refresh. Okay, every single exchange is going to require parlay. You see the cost right here. Okay, really, you just want to early on. You're not going to be able to exhaust your parlay because you don't have enough barter routes. You always have 1 million. Okay, later on, yeah, your parlay is going to matter. You're gonna get throttled by your parlay. If you do too many of one refresh and not enough of another, you're going to miss barters. That's just how it goes. Now, I will say that there's these special things called crow. Oh, hold. Let me cook. Oh, here we go. Crow trade voucher. You can turn your loot scrolls into these. These are 250,000 parlay. So if there's really special barters that you really want to do and you don't have enough parlay for them, you can do them. Okay. Now there is there's another thing that I want to show you how to do. Every once in a while when you're bartering, you get something special. It'll say special barter offer has appeared. I have an Angie Island special barter that I have kept here so that I can show you. You'll notice that I get 1 T5 mat for almost 900 crow coins. That's pretty good. Usually special barters are super worth it. We need to know where Angie Island is. We're going to do that real quick. Angie. Boom. Okay, so it's over there. All right, so we're going to go grab that real quick. Yeah, the first time being able to catch you live. Blue, I love your YouTube content. Stop it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Tomorrow is our reaction content. We have some doozies tomorrow. Is there any way to see a list of dailies for the advance? We went over them before, but yes, you can. You can go see them. Again, there's this wonderful website that you can go to. There you go. Why do they have such long cooldowns for bartering? I don't know. To be honest with you, it used to be that they didn't want bartering to make too much money. Now it's like, why the f are we waiting? Okay, so I already have one of the golden herbs on my boat. Okay, so I can just go over there and do the barter. So let's go do that. We're gonna back this ass up. Is it worth it to run buffs while bartering? Okay, yeah. So something I forgot to cover with parlay. Is your bartering level affects how much parlay you're using per barter. Okay, so you'll notice that I have an 18.37% decrease in the amount of parlay that is required for every barter that I do. I would say that every single time that you level up at the master level, you're probably going to get to do 1 more barter. It doesn't sound like a lot, but there's 30 levels. 30 barters is actually kind of a lot per refresh. If you want a metric, I would say it's 1 per level, something like that. We're actually just going to hit T and let Jesus take the keyboard here. Hey, Blue, which evasion classes do you think are the best in Siege and Node Wars? Probably Succession Corsair is really good. Succession Lawn is really good. But Suck Corsair is like the tanky. You're probably looking for something that's going to be relatively tanky. Suck Corsair is probably your go-to here. I'm trying to think of anything else that really is an evade. Mystic kind of blows. Awakening Striker is pretty good. Awakening Striker is pretty good, and that's an evasion class, so you can do that too. Or Succession Corsair. Those are really your two options. Value pack increases parlay too. That is actually an excellent point. That's why we do these guides live, because I forget stuff like that. Yeah, the value pack has required parlay per barter minus 10%. That's pretty fucking good. Okay, but like you really don't need that. I'll be honest with you, you really don't need a value pack if you're going to be a barterer. The nice thing about being a barterer is you don't need the marketplace for anything. If you are a free-to-play player, you don't need the value pack. Like, yeah, it helps with the parlay, but like, fuck it. It doesn't even, like, if you do your barters correctly and you don't fuck anything up, it really isn't that big of a deal. Okay. But like, you don't need a value pack. You don't need the Book of Old Moon. You don't need the Comma Blessing. Fuck all that shit. You don't need any of that stuff. All of your stuff comes from vendor money, right? As I just showed you with the T5 mats or the Crow coins. You technically can trade the Crow coins for Manos accessories, which, okay, then you have to sell those on the market, but you can wait to sell those all at once and get the loyalty value pack. So like, if you're a boater, you really don't need the monthly like optional subscription stuff. That's an advantage. Potential content for tomorrow. What is this?
Hello, everyone.
What is this? Rediscovering Black Desert 2023. Yeah, I'm gonna pocket this. God bless you. I love it when people come to me with like, hey, look at this fucking shit. I love it. I'm gonna put this in my YouTube to do right under the Cade Games. Cade Games just came out with another tier list, boys. We're eating good tomorrow. We're eating so good. Do not miss tomorrow's broadcast. It's going to be juiced. You also get an extra plus 50 barter refresh points and the ability to remotely check your barters. Your special barters. True. So yeah, you get an extra 50 barter refresh points, which is like the big thing. Okay. That is true. I forgot about that. So yeah, okay. The value pack is super useful when you're a barterer, just because you get 50 extra coins. What the 50 extra points allows you to do is I can refresh once, right? Like if I wait overnight, right? I can refresh at the start of the day. I can instant refresh and then refresh one more time and get all three of my barter refreshes done. Bam, 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 back to back to back. Easy peasy. Okay. That's what I do, is I just sit there and I make sure I refresh right before I go to bed. That way, when I wake up in the morning, the 4 hours has already passed and it gave me all my 3 refreshes back. I refresh once, do the refresh, instant refresh, do the refresh, and then I only have to wait 4 hours. Okay, so we're here. You hit anchor, explore. Remember, we always do explore, not supply. Let's see what he comes up with. Okay, we got an Okia's flower. You need that for Ebenruth. No, that's pretty cool. All right, so we're not here for this normal stuff. To do a special barter, it's at the top here. You click this tab. Boom. 900 crow coins. Thank you so much. It's that simple. It's that easy, folks. That easy. Has some pretty good opinions compared to the other returning players lately. It felt like a documentary. Oh, that's good. How about the top 10 siege classes in the game? I have a PvP guide. I have a tier list guide for that. You go to my YouTube. There's a tier list on there, like the PvP tier list. And that should be sufficient. How much weight does your boat have? That's a good question. I have 25,000 weight. That is basically the highest you can get without the parrots. And honestly, 25,600 weight is really like whatever. I don't give a shit. Okay. Like the parrots are like whatever. I don't care. Mastery bartering. Or is it like farming? Okay, so mastery, we covered this earlier. Mastery does not have anything to do with bartering. Okay, so you do not need a life skilling set to barter. That's one of the positives of getting into bartering, is you don't need a life skilling set to do this. The only thing that life skilling does is it increases your boat stats. Okay, Every 100 mastery gives you 1% of all of your boat stats. So usually I have close to 1200, 1300 mastery while I'm sailing around. That's plus 13 boat stats across the board. That is significant, but it also costs me like, oh, I don't know, 190 billion silver. So there's that. It's really not super worth. Are there enough people sinking ships that below 50 is important? Yes. I'm going to be honest with you. If you sink, you lose all your barter mats. You could have like a full boat of shit. You sink, gone, and all your sailors die. All your sailors get sick. There's 500, or like there's probably 120 million silver right there, 150 mil right there, plus all of the materials that you lose for getting sunk out there. It's not worth it. Just do it on a sub 50. It's really not worth it. And then you have a separate character that does your like sailing, that fires cannons and stuff. Ideally. Now I will say that if you're sailing around and you are not on a sub 50, you can kill these wonderful young Hikarus and ocean stalkers sitting here, right? There's also these little red boats that sail around. It's kind of a shame I don't see one right now. Maybe if there's one near me, I can show you guys. Okay, every once in a while, there's these red boats. They're little red sails, okay? And you can see them on the map. These little boats. Yeah, I don't see any. That's too bad. They've got these little sails and they're red sails. And if you shoot them and you kill them and you let your pet loot it, you get 50 crow coins. So there is an advantage to sailing around on a above 50 character. You can kill monsters as you're sailing around. And you can get 50 crow coins every once in a while for free. Super useful. Also, it helps you complete all of the exploration quests. They give you these exploration quests when you explore, right? And you have to hand over ship repair materials, or you have to go kill kill a hungry ocean stalker. These will help you get you your Carrack mats. Okay, and they give you 50 crow coins a piece. These are super good. So if you're bartering on an over 50 character, you can do these as you're sailing around and bartering, and you're actually making a pretty significant amount more money. I just value being able to get up and walk away from my computer and not having to worry about it, because sometimes you just forget about it. You walk away, you're sitting at Hakoven, and boom, somebody sinks you, and you're screwed. That's like really tough. Okay.
Magician just resubscribed for 3 months.
Magician.
Siege Bug?
Magician, how's it going, man? Thanks so much for that reset for 3 months. Enjoy that new sub badge, big man. Siege was going really well until it wasn't. We were winning right up until the moment that we lost. It was a little rough.
Just subscribe.
It was a little rough. Hey guys, thanks so much for these subs. Look at this. Subscribe for 3. Toes is Toes. Welcome back for 3 months, Toes. I really appreciate that. 3 months. Welcome back. I hope that's nice Toes, bro. I hope that he just changed his name. Is it worth using the shiny Shikatu coins to get a free frigate? Yeah, I mean, like, if you want that, sure, it's 3 bills, so, like, do the math. It's 3 bills, so do the math. So you can either grind for, like, 3 or 4 hours and just buy it and just get started bartering immediately, and again, I recommend doing that. Or you can upgrade it through the Bartali boat. Some people like, upgrading that stuff all the time. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the pro Hakoven strats. We talked about this a little bit before. You are not going to have enough weight on your boat to do Hakoven runs early on, okay? When you have your Caraval and your frigate, okay, you get more weight, but you're still not going to have enough weight to carry one of every mat. So here's what you do. Okay? You load shit onto your boat. You say, okay, well, what do I need? Okay, again, we have a ship material refresh right now, so I can't see any. We're going to pretend that these islands have stuff that I need. Okay, so it's like, okay, well, pick up the 4 things that you need. I need a rock, I need a lobster, I need an elixir, and a painting. Okay, those are the 4 things that I need. Then, one of everything. One of everything. Okay, and I'll show you why. This is the advantage of having a boat with a lot of weight. I actually bring like 2 of everything. Okay, my boat's full. You're like, wait, why are you buying 1 of everything? Because you can do your Hakoven. Remember, Hakoven run is this little thing. You hit this island here, you hit that island there, you sail up there, you hit this island here, sailing up and around, boom, you hit this island here. Then you refresh, and since you have 1 of everything on your boat, and your 4 materials that you needed, you bam, 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 bam. You hit your 4 islands, you refresh, you have one of everything, you hit Hakoven again, and then you come back and you hit these 3 islands again on the way back. Easy peasy. Work smarter, not harder. Now, when your boat can't carry one of everything, you have to guess. All right? I recommend, if you're gonna guess, there are certain Hakoven, I've done this a long time, there are certain materials that just don't show up as frequently. Caterpillars typically aren't out at Hakoven as often as the rest of the materials out there. I also don't see rocks out there very often either. Okay, so you can kind of skip those 2. The rest of them, the dragons, honestly, I don't see dragons out there very often either. Okay, but you can store stuff in Onkado. Okay, yeah.
Wolf Deeds just subscribed.
So you can bring one of everything, or you can store stuff in Onkado. Wolf Deeds, brand new sub. Thank you so much, man. Nothing makes me better than a brand new sub. We have the wet floor signs out for you. All right. So you could put a bunch of, like, one of every mat in Onkado. So what happens is you sail out, you do your barters. You realize, oh shit, I don't have the material I need. No problem. All you got to do is go back to Onkado, grab the thing you need, turn back around, grab it at Hakoven, and then go back. It's a little bit more of a trip, but it's like really nice. Okay. Oh, we have a hype train going. Let's go. All right, that's like the pro tip for Hakoven runs. I highly recommend doing that. Once you have all of your bartering refreshes like unlocked, these are really good for T3s. These islands right here, I do 1 for 3s at these islands here. It goes really quick. I do my T4s at these islands here. And these islands over here. Oh. Those are my tier 4 islands. Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna zoom out and I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna zoom really far out and then I'm gonna highlight stuff with different colors. This is genius. I'm a fucking genius. All right, we're gonna do blue. This is my T3s. Those are my T3s. Okay. Now we're going to do green. This is actually a fucking juicer guide. This is a T2. I believe that this island is a T2. These islands are both T2s. These are T2s. There's a T2 here. And then there's some T2s over there that we don't talk about, Simba. That's the dark place. Okay. You don't give a shit, okay? When these T2 islands have 1 for 3s, they're really good, but you don't have to do them every time if you don't want to. Okay. We're going to look at the T1s. Honestly, the T1s, we can do... What color do we want to do the T1s with? Red? We'll do red. Okay. T1s are typically like right in here. And then they're right over here. Well, honestly, really, they're kind of like right here. Okay, these are T1s. Obviously, there are more, but like this is generally where you're going to find stuff. Okay, I'm trying to help you out. Let's do T4s. We'll do T4s in yellow because they are, you know, they're gold. All right, so there's T4s here. There's a T4 at this island. There's a T4 at this island. And then there's T4s at these islands over here. Okay. Well, I don't really want to... Okay, there's T4s. Dude, the T2s are blocked here. There's T4s at these islands. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do T4. T4. T4s. T4s. Okay. Let's redo the T2 real quick so that I can get... Because I'm a perfectionist. T2. This is T2. All right, now you're like, all right, well, this... Okay, so this is where the T1 through 4s are basically... What is this? I just tuned in. This is an everything ocean and boats guide. We have literally covered almost everything there is to know about the ocean in the last, I don't know, few hours here. It's a pretty big guide. It will be cut up and put on YouTube and time-stamped for the stuff that you guys actually need sometime during this week. This is admittedly going to take me a little bit of editing with some extra stuff, but like this is so far, this is what it looks like. Now, there's some extra... There are obviously, these don't encompass all of the T4s or all of the T2s or all of the T1s. Actually, I should just specify that these are like the best barter locations. Okay, these are the best barter locations for the T1s through T4s. Okay, yes, there are other ones that you will end up sailing to. There's stuff through here and stuff all over here, like all over here and stuff. But like, you really don't want to touch those because they're just really far from Ilya. You have to end up sailing twice as far for those. It's just not as good. You really want to try to hit the ones that kind of stay around Ilya. Okay. DP, you have a tier list on your YouTube. I can't decide Suck Sage or Awakening Musa. Wanted to see what you think. Yeah, I have a tier list for PvP on YouTube. Could one of my mods maybe grab that for me and put it in the chat? Maybe I can find it. Hold on. I might be able to find it. Hold on. It is right... Oh, shoot. I don't see it. Yeah, can one of my mods grab my tier list? My PvP tier list, throw it in the chat. That'd be great. I just recently started playing BDO. Check out my YouTube, big dog. Can I link? Yes, please. Please link it. Please link it. Thanks for the Nikki Darling, Volts TV, and Believed. Hey, girl. Hey, thanks for those follows, guys. All right, now we're going to talk about the T5s. He's got 100,000. No, this is the worst tier list ever. No, this is not my tier list. This is not my tier list. That's Kate Games' tier list. Where's my tier list? Oh my goodness. Hold on. I'll find it. It is... Oh my goodness, bro. Why has it got to be me? Here it is. I found it. It's here. All right. There you go. That's my tier list. Okay. Also make it nice and timestamp. There you go. That's the tier list. Okay. This is T1 through T4s. Now we got to do T5s, and I'm not going to put T5s on the... I'm not going to put T5s on the on this particular map because T5s are kind of everywhere. But I'm going to circle all the T5s for you so that you know where they are. Okay. There's a T5 here. There's a T5 here. There's some T5s. Like there's a T5 here. T5 here. There's like a T5 somewhere in here. There's like 4 T5s over here. I think there's a T5 right there. And then... Yeah, I think that's pretty much all the T5s. I might be missing one. There might be a T5 like right in here as well. But like these are generally where the T5s are going to be. Okay. As you open up your barter routes, you will get more and more of these. But this is generally what you're looking for. Realistically, how much money can you earn from doing this? From bartering? I'm at the top end barterer. In about 3 hours, I make about $1.5 billion. So it's about 500 mil an hour. But like again, this is like the very top tippity top end.
17 months.
Like you can make about 1.5 billion in like fucking 3 hours if you have the boat that I've got with the gear that I've got, the sailors that I have, and all that stuff. Can the barter focus boats, the sailboat, the frigate, the middle one, the advanced, do combat less efficiently, or do you really need a combat focused boat for PvE? I did all of my Crocks with my advance. Okay, it's definitely doable. It takes longer, but you can definitely do it, especially if you're a good sailor. Like if you know what you're doing. Like you can definitely get everything done. Sir, where are the cool lights? They're behind me. They're behind me. I was doing the guide. Okay, have I forgotten anything? Any other questions from everybody? I don't think I've forgotten anything. I think we got through every single item on the ocean. Do you do the Pit of Undying for Crocodiles? I do not, but you can. It is doable. We did the Margoria Runs stuff. We talked about where the sea monsters were. Yeah. This is great. This is great. Okay. Yeah, I think I covered everything that there is to know. That is the end of my Ocean and Boats guide, guys. Make sure you tune in on YouTube. If you're watching it on YouTube, please drop a like and subscribe. It means a lot to me.